Starting up here shortly, we are here week 2 of AD2L season 38. Tonight, Slugcats rooting for the home team here versus the Bathtub Club.
Did you say the Bathtub? Is that just because the AI generator made that images that look like bats?
Well, when Alfred, when Batman comes home and he says, Alfred, draw me
A Bathtub?
draw the bat. Go to the Bat Cave. Start up the Batmobile. Draw me the Bat Hub.
The Bathtub. I mean, I like where you're going with it. I'm not sure if it's quite as legit as I'd like it to be. Coin toss. I'm actually going to pay attention to the coin toss and take notes this time.
Okay.
Because last time, I always wonder.
I think Slugcats always likes Dire, and I think always likes Radiant.
I was going to write it down, and then I didn't move fast enough.
From looking at last week's games, that's how it was.
Did Slugcats win the coin toss? Or did Bathtub Club?
I think Slugcats won.
Okay, so and they won in second place. Yep.
Let me just switch over my screens here with the magical scene transition. So
why is... Oh, you copied the AD2L logo for your screen. Not they. I was thinking they copied your screen for their logo. AD2L season 38, right? I
liked your logo from your stream last week so much they made it there.
That's where my mind went. So you did mention that the Bathtub Club had an aggressive pause for who likes to play bounty hunters. So that band's out there.
Yeah.
Ooh, Slugcats. They're like, you know what? We want techies, but Bathtub Club has first pick. No techies, no thank you.
No techies.
No bomb you. No fuse for you.
They watched last game with JJ Knock on his brutal match of Space Cow, and they said no Space Cow.
Yeah, what did we play? And the first game he played Clinks, right? So Clinks and Space Cow is just that's JJ Knock. Both pause fours are targeted in the first set of bans, which makes sense because you're going to pick your pause four probably in the first phase.
Yeah,
and I feel that. I mean, I might be a little biased here, but pause four is very important to a game playing out well.
It was definitely impactful last week.
Yeah, we'll just go with that. Last week it was impactful. Mm-hmm.
The Necro pick, though, that is from my 5 minutes of scouting. That is a spammed mid hero, super comfortable for who was it? Fourth World Marshal?
Well, as a spammed hero, then hopefully Slugcats have done some homework and have a plan for it. Doom seems like an okay plan versus Necro.
What else they need? More magic damage. Oracle deals the magic damage, has the root, because Necro likes to just stand there and run around and chase you.
Right, and so when Necro goes, hey, I'm invulnerable trying to heal, wait a second, Oracle does a big burst damage? Sure, I don't know if Oracle is... You might snipe some kills, but that just means Necro has to try to heal early and go Shroud early. And I don't know about you, but when I play like a mid Necro, sometimes I Shroud just for the slow, not for the protect myself. It's just there of a, hey guys, how about you stay here and stay a while and listen. Like if he had a Deckard Cain skin, that would be my Necro.
Oracle can also protect against the Scythe.
Oh yeah. You just see the Scythe ult, you got what, like a second to fast finger your ult?
Yeah. The Oracle ult is not instant cast, but he does have a window.
What's the cast time on the Oracle? Like 0.5? 0.2? I thought the Oracle ult was instant. Now you got me looking. I'm not casting the screen.
I want to say that there must be an animation or something, because I know I spam that button as much as I can, and my carries still die and get mad at me.
I mean, carry's going to get mad no matter what.
Maybe I'm just out of range, but...
Maybe it's range or latency. I feel like it's instant cast. I'm checking.
It's never as instant as I want it to be.
That's fair. In Dota, there is time dilation, including instant casts now have cast. So I can't find the wiki entry on one.
With Doom picked, you can see the offlaners being all banned out. I guess Vitruvius doesn't like Tide, but he does love his Underlord. But so that's
Oh, is
banned.
Doom the mid, not 3?
I assume it's the 3, but I commenting on Underlord being banned. Starting
Oh
up
yeah,
here
yeah.
shortly,
Because they picked their 3
we
to
are
ban
here
out the other
week
ones. Yeah,
2
you're right. My apologies.
of AD2L Season 38.
I lost my mind there for a minute.
Tonight, Slugcat.
I don't know what the monkey. You said that's Did you see that on? I don't know who plays that on Slugcats. Is that a pause 1 monkey they were
I believe
aiming
so.
for?
Yeah.
Because I guess if a monkey gets Diffusal and gets on Medusa, she has no bad day. I didn't see an Ursa ban. I always feel like Ursa is a great counter for Medusa, but maybe I'm because his ultimate basically says he ignores her ultimate, and his attack speed and Diffusal Blaze says die Medusa. Oh no.
No, I feel like that would be a good counterplay. Now I did notice I noticed in my scouting this week last week, but the Devil and Rusk Daddy actually swapped positions between game 1 and game 2. I had kind of those are the 2 players on Slugcats I'm least familiar with, and I wasn't sure which was the mid and which was the carry. And it turns out that they're both mid and they're both carry. At least last
actually
week.
Very flexibility of roles really well. It doesn't play out as nicely as you feel it should, but because then people start to criticize each other on, well, if I had been mid, they had that. There's more room for that argument post game of, well, we should have done this because there's more flexibility in the draft. Like,
we'll mid 1v1 me, bro, and let's settle this once and for all.
Yeah, exactly, that kind of stuff. Nyx can easily stun the Doom. Maybe is going for the Skywrath hunting.
Yeah, either Skywrath or Oracle hunting for sure.
I guess, yeah, Oracle's a easy prey. But I mean, can a pause for Nyx can he global a pause 4 Oracle? Because that's a pause 4 Oracle, not a 5.
Correct.
Oh no. Because how does Nyx get experience these days? I don't know about you, but I run around as level 2 or level 3 in 9 minutes very often. And they're not in losing games, and I don't feel like I'm playing bad, but I just have no experience on the map as a support.
No,
Maybe just I don't stack enough, but
it's tough to get experience as a roaming support for sure.
Yeah. Nyx doesn't really like to roam till he's 6, but how is he going to get 6 without vastly hindering we haven't seen the pause 3 yet? Is that, let's see, 5 Venge. Is that a 1 or a 2 Medusa, I guess?
I believe it's a mid Necro, so a 1.
Oh, yeah, you said mid Necro, right. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess Medusa's been played in the offlane as well.
Oh, that's new.
I don't know how long that lasts or sticks, but. So, 1 Arc Warden. Don't you normally throw him mid? Like, unless you Skywrath as a 5, that seems a little. Pause 1 Skywrath. That's what I want to see tonight.
No, I think this Arc Warden's going to go pause 1.
I think so too. I just know Arc Warden likes to get his double out sooner rather than later, so that's why I usually try to have Arc Warden go mid.
Sure.
So Slugcats has lots of backline power. I feel like they don't have enough initiation. They've got the Doom, but it's only on Doom to show vision and to play the front line, especially when you've got the enemy team has a Nyx Assassin. So you've got to have someone that can. I don't feel there's enough vision game for Slugcats right now. Either as a body or just in general map control or map movements.
You've got the Arc Warden double. You don't really want to sacrifice it just for vision like you would, say, a Terrorblade illusion or a Manta illusion. But it kind of gives you that global split push where you're pushing 2 lanes at once or pushing a lane and farming the jungle at the same time.
Right, but you have to have that. You still have to have that map presence to see the enemy jungle to protect your own jungles, so that Arc Warden can push a lane and push a jungle or push 2 lanes. You have to have someone there playing frontsies for him Like, yes, Nyx can kind of pass you, but even just having another body out there makes Nyx more hesitant to jump on you or, to scout.
I feel like they're missing the
Like, if I
hard
was playing
CC
Slugcats,
box.
I want a Venomancer. I want something tankier than a Venomancer, like a Monkey King. But Monkey King's already banned out. I want someone that gives me some vision advantage and can frontline a little bit and initiate a fight. Veno doesn't initiate the fight, but he at least stops the counter initiate. Like, he makes an area difficult to play in for the other.
Okay.
But I don't think because it's Roxy's hero we're looking for, I don't think he plays anything like that. I think the closest thing's a Weaver. So
Skywrath could very well be Roxy's hero tonight.
Well, in that case, then we need
I think we need a mid.
For Bathtub Club, we've got Save, 2 turrets, Necrophos and Medusa. I count Necro like he's like it's not a turret, right? But he's just I walk, like you said earlier, I just walk slowly in an area like, hey guys.
He endures the fights, he sits there, he ticks damage, he's hard to kill.
Yeah, so Bathtub Club's got 2 very stable heroes in the Medusa and the Necro. I don't know if you have much to keep them in range of the Medusa. Yes, the Necro has a slow. Yes, both the Nyx and Venge have a stun. But Nyx and Venge both kind of... I guess Venge doesn't have to really commit for it. There's a little more catch. Ooh. And if she gets the shard, she can really keep people in range of Medusa. I think if Wind Ranger gets the shard, that's going to be a really big power spike for Bathtub.
Now, who's a mid that would have some hard CC? I feel like we're missing that. Oracle's got the root. Doom's got the Doom. I think Arc Warden's going +1. I'm not certain, but I think that's how Rusk plays.
I would want a Chaos Knight. I'd do a Chaos Knight Skywrath Mage in my safe lane, and an Arc Warden in the mid. And like, I want some sort of frontline tanky, can initiate, scary person with maybe a Wraith King.
Yeah,
right, but I'm just going to do +1s. I can't think of any +2 that would fit the bill. Necro, but they had that's already on the other team.
Yeah. Well, maybe they will take Arc Warden mid.
Pizza dude got 15 seconds. I remember to screenshot after we get this last pick, and then we're going to talk about hats. Pango, there, frontliner, can initiate. I like it, and that is a mid Pango.
Take you either direction. Oh, my screenshot didn't have the bands for some reason. That's weird.
I hate the Skywrath, but I think it wins the
Toy Soldier. Yeah.
I just hate it so much that I love it. You know what I mean?
He's got a pretty good weapon, and
the weapon. I like the weapon. I like the wings. I do not like the hat. I can get by the shoulders a little bit, but it hurts me. If I were to own that, I would just be using that sword. The sword is fantastic. But Necro has a very solid...
I like the braided beard. The scythe is... there's better scythe.
I mean, walk softly and carry a big scythe.
It does have the big going on.
That's Necro's claim to fame, right?
Does Wind Ranger have a bird? I've never seen
have a bird.
Does that Arcana always have a bird? I don't know that.
Maybe if you level up the Arcana.
Ooh.
Right, because Arcanas have levels, yeah?
Good job, Spiritual Cucumber.
Good job, Wind Ranger.
We're having a leveled up a bird.
If we are not allowed to say your name, you are demoted to your character name and forgotten in the annals of history.
It's hard to take a look at Oracle's face. If you can see Oracle's face, he looks kind of like a... what's the StarCraft alien, not Zerg, the Protoss. He looks like a Protoss underneath that hood there. You know, like a Dark Templar vibe going on?
I could go with a High Templar vibe there, like with the hood and the thing.
Yeah.
Right. I'm expecting early smoke from Slugs. Yep, is that Slugs that did that? Yeah. They, hey, for anyone scouting Slugcats from future game, they like to smoke out. Pro tip.
We want this. And where are they going?
Blood grenades on all the supports. Apparently, I'm playing wrong if I'm not getting a blood grenade as a support. I need to try that.
You know, it's not every time, but at least 40% of the time, it's. Shoot. Oh, I bombed it. How does it go?
I know what you're saying. Oh, smoke pop bottom or just smoke decay?
I think the smoke just.
I can see both. I can see. I was just looking at the screen as if I was playing the game, and I forgot that I'm casting, and I can see the map and see all sides of the game.
Both sides 5-man smoking to the enemy jungle, and both sides striking out.
Yips in the night. So, I've been doing this in my pub games a lot. I know it's not going to work in ranked games. Ooh, that vision got seen. Okay, that was only a sentry they placed down. So when I'm playing in my pubs, initiate a fight, especially if I'm on a hero that I bought boots of speed out of the gate, I am clicking while that load screen's going, just rushing to mid, and I'm dropping an obs and a sentry on the enemy steps, and I'm going to say 9 for 9 on getting a D-ward mid. Some of the games I've gotten 2 D-wards mid because they placed another observer for some reason.
Wow, that's value.
Because like you'd catch every observer that's in this game right now, like these 2 mid ones, would be caught with just a sentry dead center.
Now,
and
why did Necro put the ward there? That's kind of goofy.
To help it not get dewarded, but the problem is it's not covering either runes, so...
Right, it's just enough to see over the steps, isn't it?
Yes, it's just to keep eyes on Pango, is what I think it's for. And that's the problem. Mid's got so many little nuances that you have to just decide what's best and comfortable for you. And I think he would just rather see whether Pango is retreating or coming back than he would for the runes.
You don't really need to have eyes on the runes until 6 minutes because you know they're both water runes.
Right.
I guess it can help you.
You want to have eyes on the runes to see the rotation from the enemy support so you don't die.
From these aggressive pause 4s that we have.
Yes. Which is usually why you see me when I play some obs for my team or myself in mid, I'll always place it on the enemy pause 4 side. So for Dire, I want it the obs high, and for Radiant, I want the obs low.
That makes sense. I like that.
Because that's the most likely person going to be trouble and harass me. Blood grenades, none have been committed yet.
No, a lot of harass coming from this Spark Wraith.
So Oracle was Roxy, and Skywrath with a JJ knock. I should have seen that coming.
That's right. I assumed that Oracle was going to be JJ.
I just assumed it was going to be JJ knock because he's been practicing the last couple days. But as soon as we saw the Skywrath, I should have questioned things because I think that's been his favorite and first pause 4 hero. He just likes to do damage.
Yeah.
His support life is kills.
Yeah, Skywrath is a better roamer than Oracle.
Yes. But I saw that Oracle had Fortune's End, and I was like, wait a second. I wouldn't expect JJ Knock to pick that one first. We're going to see a lot of aggression level 2. Oh, bottom.
Ooh, I missed it.
We should have been watching the Skywrath. My bad.
Damage he does. And we had the kill on
He's out of mana.
Skywrath is out of mana, so we know that had contributed.
Skywrath has 2 clarities and a mango. Sure, that's enough for like 3 spells. Pango's super force back. How's he doing on last hits?
He's a couple behind, but this is by measure of the
it's more than a couple.
5, 4.
He's got his bottle coming, so he might survive here. But if he gets queued,
Ooh, that hurts.
I mean,
The win, and now he can chug on that bottle, get the water rune, and chug some more.
Yeah, but he had to trade his fairy fire for. I don't even know if he got that last hit there.
He traded it for not dying.
Right, but he didn't have to walk up to trade for not dying. He could have just stayed back and been like, you know what? I yield. I mean, he's chugged the bottle. He hasn't chugged all the bottle. He's going to die here.
He's going to die, yeah.
He gets his Q off. Nope.
What? 2.
I don't know why Necro didn't want to W, because as Necro, you can commit with your W to slow them and just chase them down, and then one more Death Pulse, he would have died.
Yeah. Yeah, there's enough creeps here that he could have chased him to the tower a little.
Yep. Skywrath doing his rotation for the 4-minute runes because Pango is in dire straits. This is where if you're the pause for, you're like, you know what? I'm just going to dive a tower and ping and... Bye, Pango. Sorry, I was thinking of, hey, what can Skywrath do to save Pango's life? And Pango's just like, you know what? I will just die into the tower.
That's rough. Yeah, this Heartstopper aura, get a couple of last hits and Necro is just so much regen.
Yes. I mean, that's the problem with laning against Necro, is you will never be able to out-harass him. So your job as a mid versus a Necro is to not engage unless you're going for a kill. Instead... Oof.
Not enough.
How did...
To not engage?
Yeah, you just don't engage. So against the Necro, you just get last hits under tower or last hits and run away. You just nuke the creep wave and walk away. Because Necro is going to nuke the creep wave unless he's a really strong player, in which case then you nuke it yourself and run away. But you see the tower is just, the lane is always naturally under Pango's tower. So all Pango has to do is just play very defensively here, walk away until Necro pushes the lane back in, and then come back, clear up creeps.
Because every death pulse is going to nuke and heal your own.
Yeah. Because anytime Necro goes for last hit with death pulse, the lane will push. So, yes, you give up 1 or 2 last hits if the Necro's really good, but that's what you just use your long range abilities for like swashbuckle and stuff for.
Roxy we dying to the...
The Nyx.
That's 3 kills for Bathtub. What was the other?
Oracle
coming for a bottle fill? I think...
Miscommunication, if that's the case.
Oh, no. Oh, that's rough. Are they...
We brought 2 supports to save the Pango. Pango dies. Bathtub brings their 2 supports. It's not looking good for Slugcats. Necro is having a heyday.
He's very comfortable here with this.
16 denies, level 7. Pango's level 5. Yeah, I do wonder what comms like, because there was a lot of help brought and no connection made for that help.
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to fill a bottle, but Pango was not in a position to take a bottle.
Or he went left to contest the rune that what's his face was already there for. I could say names. Pango's got his first roll, but rolling on a Necro. I don't know if that's gonna do you any good.
Kind of a cool bounce back and forth in the river there, but I think you want to end your roll on your own side there, Pango. Are we gonna get a spiked earth? No. Pango's safe for now. We do have Scythe is up. So with a little bit of help, Necro can kill basically anyone.
I don't think he needs any help. He just needs Pango to get stressed out about not having last hits. Like, you see how much that death pulse hit him for? 1 more death pulse and an ult and he's dead. He just doesn't have the mana for it. Went Boots of Travel first. Oracle went to get the Wisdom Rune. Successfully got it looks like, but might pay with his life.
This Oracle's going to die.
Double stuns, overlapped, but you get a kill, so no problem there. On my map, it shows... Oh, no, that's the Watchers. Oh, Watchers are so weird on the map. You see how they changed the way they look in the game now?
I haven't noticed anything. I know red is dire. Is it green? Oh! No, this one's red too.
Red is enemy team, so for us casters, it's looking kind of weird. And green is your team, or some crap like that?
That's how I hoped it would be. I hoped red would always be enemy, but
right.
It was.
But you had to figure out, wait, am I radiant? Am I dire? You had to think too long to decide whether that watchtower was yours or not.
Yeah.
So
I guess on the mini map, red is enemy, green is, or, I don't.
Yes, they made it so red was always dire, and green was always or blue or whatever color it was always radiant. But everyone was confused and upset about that. And just this most recent patch that dropped yesterday, they changed it so that like
Tango rotation.
Tango almost got a kill.
Scythe on Doom. Whoa, was he gonna get out? Oh, killed by a tower shot. Pango rolling. Not quite enough damage between the Pango and JJ here.
Oh, Devil is. Oh. I think he's a little tilted. That was desperate play.
He tried to swashbuckle himself in there a little bit too far.
He's like, hey, I'm going to get a double kill, guys. No, you are 3 levels behind. You do not have your first item. Necro is running around with boots of travel about to get his radiance.
Yikes.
Like, sure, if that was a desperation play to, because, I don't know, I feel like you got plenty of outs. You don't have to do a desperation play yet. But high risk, high reward.
Yeah. Maybe if Doom were still in play there.
But I feel like it might have something more to do with, hey, my lane sucks and I have something to prove. Which we've all been there. But
yeah.
Try to hang out in that land as little as possible.
Necro is hasted.
Tango's
have a double.
Nyx thinking about coming in behind the Pango. Walked away, got his invis back off. Walking in.
Do we have Scythe?
Sure.
Scythe in 15 seconds.
Nope. Scythe is running away. Miscommunication here.
Where did Necro go? He's bottom.
He top to the catapult, walk down, kill the Oracle. Nyx said, hey, I'm going to try to solo Pango instead of waiting for Necro to come back.
Now he's coming back mid, and his Scythe is available now.
Oh!
Spike. Yep, that's it.
There's no vision. Oh, that's a long range on that Scythe. Is the level 10 talent increased range? It is. I thought that was a level 15 talent. Look at that level 10. That's a big deal for Reaper Scythe.
If they can get this kill, that's huge. They have Oracle and Skywrath.
But they don't have a Doom available.
Doom is up.
Oh, Doom got used on. Oh, they got the kill and they used Doom on the Venge. Nice. Some return kills here. So it looks like
they really needed that. Who got the kill on Necro? That was Skywrath.
Yeah. None of the lanes went in the favor of Dire. But that doesn't mean Dire doesn't have heroes in this game.
Did top lane go Dire? I see Arc at a higher net worth than Windranger right now.
Right now, but I'm pretty sure that's just because the doubles come into play. So I mean, we're at 12 minutes. I was going with a 9 or 10 minute thing.
Yeah, I guess Oracle died, and I don't think there were any deaths.
Yeah, I mean, Nyx. Look, you just compared the Nyx to the Oracle with how I do the top lane.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with Strats. Will probably say Dire lost all 3 lanes, in my opinion, from what I saw. I may be wrong. I've been known to do that. Necro trying to 1v3. Doom is down, but that was a little too arrogant.
Yeah.
Like, who was your support that you're TPing into?
Medusa.
Also, I don't think Necro just hasn't seen Skywrath, and that's the second time he walked against Skywrath and died, so Skywrath is the answer to the Necro.
Yeah, he walked in without any Heartstopper aura stacks, and he just melted.
Well, what do the Heartstopper aura stacks do?
They give you intense regen. Every last hit you get, it gives you huge amounts of regen.
Isn't that regen permanent though? Or I mean, no, it's not permanent. It's the that's where the permanent stacks are from the Scythe, though, right?
Right. Scythe gives you permanent stacks.
Yes, I see what you're saying. He should have farmed a creep wave or a camp before coming to the fight. I didn't think of that before. You gotta kind of like Timbersaw.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it lasts 8 seconds. Yes.
I mean, not exactly. Timber wants to get hit. He farm people punching him.
Right, but it's the idea of you gotta prep your stacks before you take the fight.
Sure.
trying to think of another hero. Timbersaw is the only one that came to mind for me.
Shadow Fiend. He wants
Aw.
to get his souls if he's coming.
Yeah,
back
but those
from
souls
town.
are like I have to farm for a long time. They're not like a temporary buff. Timbersaw, Necro, those are both temporary buffs.
Yeah.
I think they both have like a very like less than 10-second window too. Because yes, Underlord wants to farm up stacks before a fight, but that's like a 60-second window of hey, I farmed like 5 creep waves. Let me fight you now.
Now that Necro took, that pretty much evened out the net worth. It went from 2K bathtub to, well, I guess now we're back to 1K, but so they
Less than 1K bathtub, but yeah, definitely brought it back. And if you look at the net worth here, it's actually fairly distributed. Pango is definitely super behind and is relegated to a pause 4. Like Nyx and Pango are the same strength right now, but Venge is not so hot either.
meanwhile
Venge level 5 at 15 minutes. Yeah, go support life. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I feel like this Arc Warden has been able to farm pretty unmolested. So that's where a lot of the net worth
I
is
haven't
coming.
seen Arc Warden in any of our fights. Or there hasn't been any chatter from us about Arc Warden.
Yeah.
There was almost a dink on him at one point, but I mean, there are 2 Arc Wardens, and Arc Warden will farm.
Now, did you see this whiffed ult on Pango? I feel like we've these mids have gotten into each other's heads.
Yes. Yes.
It was about a half health Pango there.
Right. Well,
Which-
Scythe was used on does it pierce BKB?
I believe so.
Does not pierce BKB. So he did it on a rolling Pango, which made the Pango was immune to it, so it didn't do it. Nyx getting gone on. Will be a return kill. Nyx will die.
Necro coming into the middle of the fight. We have Oracle ult on this Pango. Heals
Gyra
coming
has a
down
silence
him.
in 4 seconds, so that should be when Necro dies. Here's the silence.
Well-timed spells from these supports. I thought Pango was going to go down from the Wind Ranger in the back, but he was able to kind of jump back.
Yeah.
Nice job pushing that Necro, though, timing the spells with the Skywrath and this Oracle when he was shrouded.
I mean, to be fair, this game would be a lot different if Necro did not suicide bot lane right before he got his Radiance.
Oh,
Like,
he was on track to get like a 12-minute Radiance there.
yes, and if he just farmed that up and then come to try to suicide then, this would be a different story, because I think he would have lived. Or, I don't know. He probably still wouldn't have lived. One versus 4. Like, he saw at least 3. It was a little bit of arrogance there.
He was ahead, but he wasn't that ahead.
Tunnel vision from I've dominated mid lane so hard. I went and killed a pos 5 a couple times. I'm feeling strong. I can take on the whole team. Oh wait, I can't. This is a 5 versus 5 game.
How's this Dusa doing? She's got a Manta. Pushing out those lanes.
That is a real Wraith. I mean, Arc Warden
Oh.
dead.
That was not the double.
Not the double.
Does the double die when the
I don't think so.
hero dies? It's not like a spirit
I
bear.
think they're independent entities, and the double has its own bounty and stuff. So like,
Yeah.
you're completely different. I wonder if Doom is going to go make this Octarine core. We were talking to him earlier about the what's the how do you build an Octarine core these days out of Mana Boots and Vanguard?
We have a 3-hero
Yes.
smoke. Doom. All these heroes have their ultimates.
Tango is farming on their side. Where are we pausing?
Pausing for see you later, nerds.
See you later, nerds. Maybe Oracle is yep. Gonna say
The
Roxy.
old Roxy mouse routine. And by routine, I mean there were mouse issues last time.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know if they checked for ready there before they resumed.
Did not see it.
I did not see it. That's no bueno, but it's okay. No one.
From the shape of those all chats, it seems like the teams are in pretty good spirits, though. I don't know. I
So
don't know if I saw any. Yeah, I saw it.
Arc,
I'll chat
Arc
from
notice
Necro.
Nick. Oh,
Ooh,
are they
big
gonna
swap.
kill?
Big swap.
Oh. We said, hey, Arkward has been left to his own devices for too long, and I think there's some agreements or someone hearing us.
You see those two deaths, and Necro and Medusa have both pulled ahead.
Yeah, I mean those are back to back deaths. He TP'd the lane and died. I don't even know if he got his double out.
This mute and silence. Oh, so close to catching this Wind Ranger.
I don't know. There's still a spell headed towards her way. Here it comes.
Run, Wind Ranger, run!
It's only 100 damage, but it's still fun.
Oh, meanwhile I'm missing Venge. Now you run, Pango run. These creeps are giving you away. Necro's gonna walk slowly towards you. Okay.
I think we really do need it with this mouse issue going on the last two games.
Now this is Arc Warden though. I thought it was Roxy that was having the issues.
Yeah, maybe he's got to pee. Maybe he's pausing for Oracle.
Just pause when needed. Like when you're about to chase me.
Hey, wait, guys! I gotta let my team know that things are happening. I gotta explain it all in detail. Okay, I'm gonna need you. We're gonna do the purple sprinkle play. Which one's purple sprinkle play?
Warn before unpause if possible. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that didn't happen last.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that is the thing that I'm more upset about.
Yeah.
Pausing, you can do that. That's whatever. That has to happen when it happens. You better give me at least 10-second warning before you unpause.
Look at where this Pango is, though. I don't see a quick ramp escape for him.
I have my screen on him. He will not roll up. Like, maybe if he rolls up, because he'll be immune to all the necro spells. And the Radiance might kill him before the roll-up.
Now, also, is this Wind Ranger TPing on the other side? I think between TP and...
Right, but if you roll and you jump off the hill, do you have jump baseline for the roll, right?
Maybe.
You just have to shield crash. So we got shield crash here. So I'm engineering Pango's escaping.
That bounces.
Immediately start up the roll, aim towards the outpost, go underneath the outpost, and then roll up through the outpost, jump the ledge, go past the bounty, and swashbuckle into the river.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Odds are he dies. Because spell immunity is not magic immunity, so I imagine there's enough magic damage for him to die. What does Rolling Thunder spell immunity do these days? 50% magic resistance is what it says. Yeah.
Now, I noticed the Wind Ranger and I noticed the Necro. I didn't notice the...
the Nyx invis here too?
Yeah. That's another direction that he cannot escape from.
But there is a Blink Midas ready.
Oh, I didn't see the blink on Doom. I checked a while ago and he didn't have it. He didn't have any money. It must have been on his courier.
Yeah, I saw it on the last fight. I didn't see it either, but it's been a long time. There's been a lot of deathing. Like, we're 20 minutes in. There's been 20 kills overall. So
now, this look at this neutral item that Doom has. This Gossamer Cape. I sure do like it. You know, I like the neutral system in general now because I can, like 90% of the time, get a neutral item that makes me fast.
yes, and you can normally get a neutral item that fits the goal you want in general, or that fits the role you want for this game specifically. Because instead now having to pick of the last of the 5, like the table scraps as a support out of the 5 neutral items. I now get 5 neutral items myself. Oh, shield crash TP.
Oh, Nyx found
I mean,
him.
that was an option. Nyx is dead. I mean, Doom is dead.
No. Shield crash over the tree TP. That was probably the best.
Well, I mean, he had 2 minutes to figure it out, so
Yeah.
The pause really changed how that 10 seconds played out. Because Doom might have left earlier or not have left earlier, depending on... Pauses suck. Really? Whoa, dude, guys, what's going on now?
Is this?
I'm looking to pause things now because
World
they
is
can definitely get rule booked at this point.
Yeah.
AD2L rules? Two?
Discord. It's something like pause or 8 pauses or 4 pauses. I don't know. I remember
I gotta look it up. It's
when I was a captain, I would keep tick marks. But
you have tick marks somewhere you keep track of?
when I was a captain,
How would you do that? Where would you do that?
on a piece of paper next to my
Oh,
mouse,
really?
when the enemy team would pause, I would
Like
make a tick
life
mark.
totals and Magic the Gathering? And pause used?
Well,
Nice.
if I'm gonna try and rule book the enemy team, I want my physical evidence.
It's fair. It's fair. I just don't know where to find the rules. Home?
I
I,
don't think they're kept up to date on the webpage. I think you gotta go to the Discord.
I know I had the rule. I had it bookmarked at one point when we were playing. Ugh, whatever. Man, I got plenty of time to look it up, right?
We'll see.
This is the second time. Second time, Roxy. Second time. You're gonna have to go into practice lobby next week. Figure this out. Kill your mouse intentionally.
Yeah, this is rough.
I'm pretty sure it's the whole I have to alt tab a million times to get Dota the focus because Dota is still in beta and it doesn't deal with multi-screen or tabbing out very well. He also might not be in full screen windowed, right? Or windowed full screen, whatever that thing is. You know what I'm talking about? Borderless,
Yeah.
borderless windowed.
That's how you want it. You want borderless. Wait, unwindowed. You want full screen.
Yes, but I don't know what it's called. Is it borderless full screen or borderless windowed? Because sometimes they're the same thing. I don't know. I had this argument with a developer the other day, and I now have lost track of which one is the correct one. Dota 2 AD2L League rules because I couldn't find it on the website, but maybe there's a. It's not the LD2L's website, is it?
No, AD2L.
Right, but wasn't there LD2L at some point?
Yeah, but that's a different league.
Right, but didn't like the one combine with the other or something? I don't remember.
If they did, I'm unaware of it.
Someone did something. Casters? Are we on the casters list still? We should be.
We are.
It's just not sorted very well. Cool people at the top, right? So we should be number 1 and 2.
What are you looking at?
I'm just looking at the. I mean, I guess we could talk about the game. I just
We have plenty of time to talk about the game when the game's happening.
when the game's going. The I'm on the caster website for AD2L.
Wait, there's a caster website?
Yeah. Caster page? Here, I'm linking it to you. In our super fancy casting chat. You've never seen this page? We're not on this page for some reason. But we are on the Discord as casters, but we're just not on the fancy dancy page with a link to our stream.
Look at that. Huh.
Hey, Mr. Captain of the stream now. Stream Captain. I'm gonna call you Stream Captain.
Yeah, I guess do I need to do that?
Yeah.
Add on Steam. I'm going to assume that this is not kept up to date and that all of these people are probably dead. So I don't want to be on this page anyway.
Okay, that's fine.
Because I'm on the Discord.
Because I mean, I know Fafner. I know Grim.
They're both dead.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know.
I mean, I know we said one of the Chinese casters was dead, but I don't think all these people are dead on this caster stream.
Yeah, Matty Boy's on this list. When was the last game he casted?
That's fair. It's fair. I still couldn't find the pause rules. We're gonna have to look that up later. Maybe do you still have the team captain Discord? Go pester them in the team captain area.
Wasn't seeing the rules on the AD2L Discord either. There's a patch notes for like when they change rules. Oh, here it is. Sites. They have the rules on a sites.google.com.
Interesting. Please share. I have no idea what side stock is. Oh, sites.google. Hey, are we in season 38?
Season 38. Does this look up to date?
This looks good. So the prize pool for the league we're in is $25.
Cha-ching.
Ding. Didn't Vit win $50 that one league?
Yeah, he bought a shirt and everything that said pot of something.
Interesting.
Pot of Kissy Face. Is that the team he was on?
Player counts must be calibrated. I am not eligible for this league.
You're not. I am. I calibrated this week.
Yeah.
Guardian 4, baby.
Get them.
Oh, I think they're going.
What? All right.
I see some G's in the chats. I will try. Everyone's saying G. We have a G down from both teams.
Casters, are you awake? I mean, I did say I might fall asleep during this cast, and that would have been the time for it to happen. Oof. Okay, now that everyone has to get back into the game. Radiance complete. About a good 8 minutes later than should have. I mean, he's had Radiance for a little bit here. He's working on his next items. Scotty doesn't know. Have you played with this Pavis? Do you feel it's any good? I have not seen anyone use it, and I don't know if I like it.
What item are you talking about? Whose item?
Vengeful. It's the Glimmer Cape for physical damage.
That's what that is. I have not played with that. And you can give yourself or someone else a shield, right?
Yes. It's a Glimmer Cape for physical. That's all it is. Except for there's no invis. So Necro and Nyx just died to, the team that is Doom, Pango, Skywrath. Because that's a potent set of spells you got going on here.
That was a full-on chase by Pango, too. And he was okay. His team caught up to him. Doom blinked in.
I mean, this last time I harped to it, I think if Necro had not suicided, Pango would not be able to stretch his legs as much as he has been. Because Necro would have held the lead much tighter.
Even in that fight, he was separated from his other two teammates there. It's Necro's job to be up in front and be the look at me, I'm big tanky decay boy, but
you have to live.
Yeah, being apart from your team and being in between these two high damage supports is a different thing.
Yeah, and that is part of the problem though, is that you've got two mid heroes on the enemy team right now, Skywrath and Pango. Like Skywrath, his claim to fame as a pos 4 is I'm really just pos 2 that's poor. Right? I'm a pos 2 that buys all the clarities as they come up. How many can we see the stock of clarities? I can't see the stock of clarities.
Do I see the shop? I can see the shop. Oh, it doesn't show me the stock in the shop though.
Yeah.
And
I think I saw it for a split second, but then it disappeared.
And part of what makes Necro tanky is his Shroud, which Oracle and Skywrath they don't care. It's like they say, please Shroud. Please.
I dare you to Shroud. Do it. Make my day.
It's your lucky day, Venge. No, not Venge. Nyx gets the Shard.
So I think it's the two lowest net worth that don't have a Shard.
Right. Random between the two.
Right. But, I mean, sometimes your highest net worth gets the Shard because they're the second lowest that didn't buy a Shard because all the supports bought a Shard already.
Right. I definitely hold off my Shard buying until I see it, until after 20 minutes.
I mean,
days.
but I feel like if you don't have your shard by 20 minutes, then you've like the purpose of the shard is to have it at 15 minutes. Like, I don't know. Any of my heroes that want the shard as soon as it's available. So I like the Tormentors, don't get me wrong. But
Conscious decisions to buy another item at 15 rather than saving up for shard.
yeah, I just
And maybe that's a mistake. Maybe I shouldn't count on it.
well, because you can't count on it. The system is intentionally designed that you can't guarantee getting it on either your supports because it's going to random between a support and a core.
Yeah.
Even if one support buys it and one doesn't. Now, what you could do is both supports save up the 1400. You kill the Tormentor at 20, and then whichever one didn't get the shard buys a shard, and the other one buys the Glimmer Cape or the Force Staff that your team needs.
That's the way to reliably do it. Now,
Right, but that just go ahead.
Tell me what you think about these tier 2 positions. I feel like there's so much harder to get, and I like it. Sorry, there's this exciting fight going on too.
Yeah, let's watch the fight. I think I understood what you're saying. Wind Ranger just got a double kill there, right? No, that was Necro dying.
We lost 2 on.
It's
Radiant.
2 for 2 right now. A 3 and a 4 for a 2 and a 4. There goes a pause 5. Is there more? Nothing else to.
Looks like they have disengaged. Yeah,
so you're saying
really
tier 2 tower is harder to kill?
You really have to commit to this tier 2 tower.
Because it's farther back, there's the low ground that they can be at. There's just more places to defend from.
You can't easily go behind it like you could previously.
Are these towers symmetrical? No, they are not. I do not like this. The bottom tier 2 tower is a lot easier to siege than the top tier 2 tower.
That is also true. Yeah. This. I guess it's this dire.
It's just the dire tier 2.
That's so much harder to get.
Now that you mention it, I have struggled to take this top tier 2 tower before, and it's just because the positioning on it is so weird and hard. And looking at this bottom tier 2, there's no way I can defend this.
You don't have the same.
You got nothing going on.
You can get your ganky people on top of this ramp behind the tier 2 to help.
You can get on the ramp behind the tier 2. You can get behind it over by the neutral camps. I mean, there's just so much going on in this bottom tier 2 that's hard to defend. Whereas this top one, yeah, sure you can get over in those camp area, but yeah, I don't like it. This anti-symmetry on this, like maybe they're testing both and they're going to see if it's. I'm okay if it's not symmetrical, but I want it balanced. Or I'm okay if it's not identical, but I want it symmetrical.
Now, I didn't see where Skywrath died. Was it this? I do see Vendetta is popped on this Nyx. You think he got hunted down?
I'm not sure. I think that was a disengage on the last fight. Are you saying Skywrath?
Skywrath died.
Skywrath didn't buy back. He just died, right?
He died right before the pause there.
Awesome.
Everyone who died during that last fight is back up.
These pauses are killing me.
Yeah, it looks like it's killing Bathtub too. They said they're going to start timing.
Yeah.
Which is very generous to start the timer only now.
Yeah. I mean, I think we've already hit the timer.
Speaking of which,
Dire's top tower is under attack.
we do have a Scotty on this Dusa. Is she joining fights? She was kind of there on that fight at the tier 2. Oh, we have double team on this Necro muted. He's dead.
Yeah. Between if you get any of the two, if you get 2 of these 3 together, the Skywrath, the Pango, or the Doom, any 2 of those can kill the Necro. At this point,
this Deuce is starting to get to point of no return, I think.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
well,
Or
let's see.
point
similar
of
for
difficult
Arc
to
Warden.
return from.
Yes. I don't think Arc Warden really has a similar match going on right now.
We just had another Nyx snipe. Ooh.
Wind Ranger kills the Pango. Yep.
That hurts.
I mean, looking at net worth, it's only a 2K to Bathtub.
Yeah, that's true. Arc Warden is keeping up his net worth, but
But
his,
there are 2 Midases on the side.
yeah, looking at his items, he's Manta, is his Manta to help split push and Boots to help split push, whereas we've got Manta
Doom actually
and
has
Scotty
significant
and
items.
Dragonlance.
Yeah.
What's the Eagle
Doom
song?
has more items than the Arc Warden does right now.
Oh, Butterfly. Yeah, she's halfway to Butterfly. So, Arc Warden's he's got the rack game going on. Deuce has got the I'm gonna sit here and kill your team game going on.
Or take towers, and you can't do anything to stop me.
Except Rat.
Well, ratting doesn't stop anyone. It just makes you have hard to sleep. Do you say they have 3 Midases on the side of Slugcats? Because you got the
No.
Devourer and the Midas? Plus the
Ooh.
Midas?
Yeah, I know you might say that. We're
I
gonna
think
swap
Pingo's
Pingo.
timing. Pingo is
Oh.
about to start becoming more of an obsolete hero unless we get something serious. I don't know about a BKB on the role pair. Okay, yeah. Necro, I'm not feeling the Necro this game anymore.
Yeah, he's that.
Let's start fighting with Medusa, please.
What
The
happened?
kills are even though.
That was a minus Medusa fight, was all. That
Minus Medusa, minus Nyx.
yeah, that counter initiate by Slugcats. I did not think it would go that well at all. But perfect setup for this Roche.
I feel like when these 4 heroes are together, nothing has stopped them yet. The only time that the Doom and Pango has died was when Pango hung out in the enemy side of the map at 0 health, and Doom sat there watching.
I really wondered about that blinking in to Doom Venge. I thought there would just be no follow-up, but enough follow-up to melt the Necro and severely murderate the Wind Ranger.
Myrtlate. Hey, Radovatos finished on Skywrath. I don't like that item on a support Skywrath, but you do you.
Look at the positioning from these 2 supports. Just one watching at the gate here, one watching at the steps.
I would have liked them to have the high ground lower, so that you pop smokes and you can actually see the smoke pop instead of being on the low ground and smoke pops in your face. Maybe I'm just picky like that.
This has been a great pickup from Slugcats, and I do believe they're taking the lead for the first time in this game, as Necro drops down to number 4 in net worth.
I would like to point out the top jungle. Please take a look at observer wards.
Oof. Whoops.
Whoops. And they weren't even placed at the same time.
Maybe one of them was placed as soon as he got doomed and he panicked. Or before he got doomed, I guess. You can't place wards while you're doomed.
Yourself? I just dropped all my wards, guys. I panicked. Sorry. I mean, I'm not going to say I've not done that. Doom, you're netted into a... Does the Oracle Dispel hit when your root hits you, or when the root spell starts on you?
When it hits you.
So, what did you trade for the Aegis?
Shining on this tower.
Necro ult and a Nyx ult?
Yeah.
I mean, Slugcats has the kill squad. I don't know if they have anything else, though.
Venge swap for the save on Necro there.
Yeah.
Roly-poly dies while pulling.
Whilst rolling into the enemy.
Yeah. Great save on Necro. He almost melted like he had in the last couple fights.
You say that. I mean, I think he got swapped at like 30%, 40% health. And that was a really late swap, right? So he's got the Sange, he's got the cloak. The casual cloak is never to be underestimated. And then he's also got the Cloak of Flames now as a neutral item, so he's now respecting the enemy team a little stronger and actually saying, you know what, I've died to magical damage. Maybe I should get some anti-magic items.
Yeah. A very aggressive swap.
Why was there an aggressive swap?
Guys, I got him.
Behind is tier 3. Like,
I don't think they even swapped him off a low ground or off a high ground there.
yes, it was high ground to high ground. It was not. Yeah. It was not high to low or low to high. Like, people are just getting a little too excited. I want to cast my spells.
Do you remember the league game in maybe season 34 when I was playing a lot of Venge and I swapped a late game Sven, into the middle of our team? I said, guys, I got him. And the Sven said, whoops. And stunned the whole team and then cleaved
just
the
kill
whole
everyone?
team.
Yeah. I think I remember that actually.
I think it was
I think that was the game that we banned you from playing Venge. Is that the game I'm remembering?
That's the one. Oh, I'm glad you remember, because it still hurts.
Yeah, I still very cautiously let you play Venge. I think, is there a disable help function? I think I disable that whenever you play Venge.
What, disable that memory?
No. There's an option in the scoreboard. Scoreboard, show shared unit control options, disable help.
Oh, that I'm not allowed to swap you.
You are not allowed to swap me. That might actually still be in place. You might not be able to cast spells on me. I don't know if we've played games recently together and you've been like, man, why can't I cast this on you? That might be why. I don't know. I haven't checked recently.
Frost shield from Lich. Don't touch me.
Maybe it was in that game I disabled help, and then you're like, okay, fine, I won't swap you anymore. I'll swap the Sven. And then, like, I don't know. Skywrath got Lotus Orb silenced and dead skeezed. You know what would be nice to have right now, Skywrath? A Yule Scepter, so you can disable your own silence on yourself that you could spell with. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm old-fashioned. I don't know. I'm having trouble not saying mean things about this Rod of Atos right now, but it could be a lot of things.
This
It could be a Force Staff, it could be a Yule's.
Yeah, the Death Seeker on Necro is definitely paying value on that catch. They were able to chase down both those supports off of that tier 2 fight.
Yeah, it's like it's a targeted slow now, right? Instead of just I have to be near you to slow you.
And it's kind of too, almost like the Sven Ags, where you teleport to them.
You may have to read this game because they've changed it a couple times.
It turns him into a skull. Oh, before it launched a skull at them.
I'm pretty sure it launches the skull at them right now.
It launches the skull, which is himself. It turns himself into a skull.
I don't remember turning him into a skull, but I have to
that
watch
must
the
be
close
new.
one.
Now we see the Dusa throwing turret style down in there.
The Doom on Necro ended, so Necro comes back to the fight, and suddenly the fight goes well again. Wind Ranger is yep. Getting some kills here. What's the BKB stopping? The BKB is stopping the Skywrath. It's stopping the Oracle. It's stopping the Scorched Earth from Doom.
Yeah.
Or slowing it. Because Scorched Earth doesn't actually apply a slow, right? It just speeds up Doom.
I think that's right.
Yeah. So it's really just stopping the Wraiths as well from they have a slow.
The Spark Wraiths, yeah.
I don't know. I never buy I always hesitated to buy BKBs to begin with, and now I really question BKBs since the spell immunity change.
Yeah, there's got to be a specific reason why you buy it instead of just the blanket. It's time for me to buy it.
Well, Tango.
Ooh, great target.
On top. I mean, that was just Nyx with his level 4 Dagon.
Yeah. Now, we were ribbing Arcboard a little bit earlier about not having any damage items. He has 3.
Yeah, he now upgraded to the Molnir, has the Daedalus, has the MKB. Yeah, he's definitely got the farm going now. On the level of Medusa for scariness, for sure. But the problem is Medusa's about to go get her Nightstone. What's this thing called?
Dire's bottom tower
I'm super tired tonight.
Hyperstone. Moonshard.
Moonshard. Moonstone Hypershard.
Now, why the MKB? Both teams got him.
MKB goes through Windrun. Adds
Okay.
evasion from all physical attacks. Yes, MKB will go through Windrun. And Medusa got it because the Arc Warden magnetic field is an evasion, I believe. Let's see.
Oh, does that count as
Evasion.
evasion? I thought it was
Yeah.
just you shall not hit. Okay.
I'm pretty sure MKB goes through both of them. I'm not 100%. I don't play these kind of things enough. I don't
That is
buy
good to
butterflies enough.
Oh, you know what? Dusa has butterfly too, so that's another reason to get it.
But oh yeah, that's another reason to get
Or Arcboard
you
to
get
get
the,
it.
you get the MKB to counter the enemy's butterfly.
Generates a distortion field.
has been killed.
Does say evade. I don't know if that's true though.
Oh, I forgot that they've totally retooled Arc Warden, and him and his double are not identical anymore. Their things do like inverse. Their spells are inverse of each other.
Oh right.
So
The
the
double-
Tempest double doesn't do
Magnetic field
evasion.
is
It is a
increased
buff.
damage, The double is offensive and everything, and the real one's defensive and everything.
Is that how the flavor goes? Slows the target, speeds the
No,
target.
the Tempest double
Slowly.
increased flow duration, decreased delay and damage. Nope. Some of them are offense, some of them are defense.
But the Q and
That's not even fair. Like, how are we supposed to know?
well, maybe if you're a level 30 Grandmaster Arc Warden, you'd know these things.
Right, but I have to play against level 30 Grandmasters, not just be them. So I don't know. Okay, now this double. What's scary about this double? Is it going to slow me a lot or do a lot of damage? Do I have to worry about its bubble? Do I move it out of the bubble or do we move in its bubble?
Are the bubbles
I don't know.
different colors? How does one know? Do you just have to keep track of who cast
You
it?
just have to keep track. You just have to keep track of which one is the real and the double on the map because of the black skull and the blue skull.
Yeah,
Because you can't tell the difference looking at them in person. You have to do it on the mini map. So, like, they just really made this character really hard to play against them.
Oh, you can
I
tell
don't
in
know.
person because the dark minimap icon is right above him.
Oh, because it's right there on the health bar too. Okay.
Yeah. But prior to that, you're right. It was tough.
Can the illusion? Okay, I did see the Delph Pulse move as the thing, but I think that's
Top tower is under attack.
And it teleports him to where it lands.
that is the shard. Necro's turn. So if you look at the tooltip for Death Seeker, it does not say Necro turns into. It does say that. I just don't know how to read. Carry on. Forget I said anything.
Turns into large death pulse. What is a death pulse? Well, push the spell to find out.
So 18k lead. Nyx can't quite solo an Arc Warden. He almost, like, he's been sitting here stealth on the bottom of the ramps, and he just got punished for it. Yep.
You saw that he was sitting in the offensive magnetic field, which allowed him to take down that Nyx.
I go, "Pew, pew."
See how much slower his attack speed is when he's not in the magnetic field there?
Yeah, it's. I don't even want to talk about Arc Warden the rest of the game. Okay.
But I bet they've got to be different colors, because that was kind of an orangey one, and I thought they're normally blue. But I don't know how I would keep that straight normally.
All right, we will take screenshots of the next two Arc Warden bubbles that I see. Now I'm following Arc Warden around on my. Okay, that one is a light blue.
Look at this.
Um,
Basically even kills, but a 17k lead.
Yes, and I was looking at. I was going to comment on that. The 7k lead. Dire is pushed up into their base, but it's an Arc Warden game.
You know where that 17k lead is? Pango. He is almost support level net worth.
I mean, Pingo is support though. Pingo
Yeah.
is a possibility. Maybe Nyx is a pause 3.5. Is that what we're going with?
More than, yeah. more than the Pango. Whatever he
So
is.
Arc Warden did Boots of Travel 2 to the Doom. The Doom was not able to blink up onto Medusa or decided not to blink up on the Medusa. So there's miscommunication there on the initiation. They're going to have a back off reset, wait for the Boots of Travel to come back up.
Pango far
Like
forward,
that?
hitting this wave. I guess he does see all 5, so
I believe it was Necrophos that is tired and wants to go to bed. So Necrophos is saying, hey, let's not have a 70-minute game. So, this Rod of Atos, things it could be. Aether Lens, Yules, Glimmer Cape, Lotus Orb. You'd have to disassemble your boots, your arcane boots, or not about the Force Staff for it to be a Lotus Orb. Those are all things that might have saved you from that Medusa just wailing on your face. I muted Necrophos. Skyrath is hiding in the very, very back seas. If he gets one spell reflect, he's dead. Medusa playing turret style. Arcwarden also playing turret style. Pango down, Doom down. Medusa's just going to clean up. We only have one buyback on a Doom. That's not going to be enough. This is GG.
yeah. Pretty good back and forth.
So I don't know if you saw this, but on the left side, as that fight was initiating, Windranger was on the left doing her super, hey, bring you back in.
Yep. Pango
Gale
got
Force?
rooted, and then they did the Gale, trying to keep him
Yep.
off the high ground.
Yep. Because they did lack ways to keep people in the fight once they're ahead, and now that they're ahead and they have the Gale Force, there's not really much Dire can do about it.
Good game.
Well,
Both
good game, guys.
both teams played well. At least had moments where they were playing very well. That was
Yes.
really exciting to watch.
For sure. I really wonder, like, momentum loss for Necro getting too aggressive early on and then not respecting the spell damage mid-game. And then for the side of Dire for Slugcats, where would they misstep? Because they definitely, I feel like they had the mid-game. I feel like their misstep was not having a way to siege towers or not being on the same page of when we're pushing in on towers, because I feel like they lost their momentum when they pushed in on that mid-tier 2. Pango rolled past the team and died, and a bunch of other people died on that push. And I don't even know if Arcwarden was there committed.
Yeah, that was definitely the inflection point, was when they were pushing that mid-tier 2. I think they even got the tower, but they lost 2 bodies, and then Necro was able to chase down 2 more bodies.
Yeah.
And I don't think
And then,
that fight is what went wrong. I think that fight was
That was just the turning point.
that was when we were able to see, things.
So what would have to happen differently? Because at that point, after that, Nyx was strong enough to start soloing people. He soloed Pango on his own once or twice, which was a big deal. Because I mean, the game ended. Nyx was more net worth, more experienced than Pango. Nyx was a 4 and Pango was a 2, right? So, right? I guess Nyx was the 3 this whole time. Nyx was the 3 this whole time, I guess.
You mean Windranger wasn't the support?
Let me check. Graphs, net worth, 10 minutes. Windranger was the 3. Nyx just ended up as the 3 because he was able to solo kill too many times.
I mean,
And part of that is buying a BKB instead of something that builds from a cloak. That's what I'm going to go with. Here, let me create the channel. I'll be the crown man. No, we should do it the other way around. I already did it this way. Carry on.
jeez.
Dota clients are so messed up. Because the problem with Nyx Assassin and BKBs is BKB doesn't help you against Nyx Assassin. Vision and just raw hit points and raw survivability. And since all of Nyx's damage is magical, like all the scary damage, you need to be buying something like a cloak or just base magic resistance. Instead, Pango had a BKB and a timeless relic, which neither of those are going to save you from getting global by the Nyx. And I am going to pick on Pango here because Pango had 13 deaths. And Nyx was super strong, and Pango was not. right?
His net worths show that
Yeah,
reflects the
drastic.
13 deaths.
Because don't get me wrong, Pango was a menace in the mid game, but once Pango started getting, I'm going to call it global, alpha striked by Nyx, Pango could no longer be on the map and could no longer be a threat.
Mm.
And I feel like maybe that's itemization. Maybe that's. I mean, we could blame supports for not keeping track of a Nyx, but no one can keep track of a Nyx. You have to have all the sentries cannot cover half the map. The map is huge these days.
Now, I feel like as far as a game to watch, that was super fun.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
As far as a game to cast, I feel like I did not do a very good job casting that.
That's fair. I don't know if I want to blame it on the tire, the pauses, or they're just too much fun to watch.
It was, whoa, look at this Necro, he's winning. Whoa, look at Slugcats, now they're winning. Now look at Bathtub, and suddenly they won.
I mean, there's only so much we can do. It's not like we get to practice this 20 hours a week, 40 hours a week, right?
Sorry, guys. Look to your coaches to figure out what went wrong there.
I mean, I am happy to critique it afterwards. I'll do that all day. Do they even have a coach? I don't think Slugcats has a coach. I don't think... I mean, a lot of Dota players aren't willing to take critique very well, and a lot of players aren't able to give critique very well, so...
If you can... On these low-level teams, if you can get your squad together once a week outside of matches...
The game?
Yeah, then hats off to you. That's sometimes the best you can ask, and sometimes you can't even get that. But
yeah, I don't expect anyone to have coaching sessions in this in AD2L. Maybe if you're in the Divine bracket, which who knows? Maybe I'll finish calibration. Cause I am immortal. I don't know.
Maybe if you were higher than 2% in your confidence.
You know what? Let me go check with my their. Hold on. Where do I see that on the screen? Battle stats. 2% rank confidence. 2%.
So those are some pretty big error bars. You can very safely say that you were immortal.
I can
error
say
bars that large.
I have more games in Immortal than I do in Archon or lower. So
what was the deal with that? The game with you and Rob where were you really matched up with ranked Immortals?
Yeah, that was like the third time that night. I'm pretty sure when you go back and check strats, yeah, it's pretty crazy. And as I told you, as rank goes up, attitudes get worse. Like I'm telling you, the freaking what's that caster I really hate? I don't even want to remember his name anymore.
Slacks.
Straction Slacks. He got muted in the first 10 minutes, okay? And he is not the exception to the rule when it comes to those immortal brackets. I say, hey, I'm sorry I got you muted, and let's carry on with this game. And people will carry on with the game and you'll continue to play, but you have to rely on pings and understanding good, like being on the same page without communication, because sorry, I had to close that communication channel. Sorry. Like, I don't know. I know I'm a little sensitive to that kind of stuff, but I mean, attitudes make a difference, and I can't have your bad attitude ruining my game. All right, so first pick, Bathtub chose first pick, which means Slugcats gets everything. It's the exact same stuff, right?
Yeah.
Slugcats is second Dire, and Bathtub is first Radiant.
Yep. That's correct. That's
nice thing about wanting the opposite of the meta is you always get what you want.
Yeah, and these teams know what they want.
All right, Mr. Not happy with casting the first game. What's our goal for casting the second game?
Make it to the end.
Make it to the end. Are we just that tired?
Oh, I'm not saying it's a bad thing that what we did. I'm just saying okay. I can't put my finger on it, and
it's just we know we have too much fun watching the game that we know that sometimes whoopsies. Sorry, can't increase your.
Maybe this is commentary for when the stream's closed.
Oh, that's fair.
You get it raw here, folks.
Yeah, I don't own a filter. I will never own a filter. You ain't never gonna see me with the filter. All right, so bands I expect to see.
Radiant team.
Necro.
Same ones as last time. I don't think either the characters. Yeah, I think it's going to be 100% same as last game. I don't think anyone ran away with the game enough on any hero.
You don't think they're gonna ban that Necro? I Pango is screaming for it. He did not have a happy first 10 minutes.
Right, but the Necro didn't have the next 20 minutes, 10 minutes as happy, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like both teams can say lessons learned against that hero, and not say we can't play against that hero.
They did draft very well against the Necro. They had their plan for a first pick Necro.
Yeah, I think it's whether or not they're letting techies through here. If they think Bathtub's going to let it happen. Okay, Medusa. I mean, if I was to name one person that was going to get the addition to the ban list, because Spirit Breaker was banned last game, right? So the only difference is techies was not banned and Medusa was. So do we see a techies here? We do. And the question is techies worse than Medusa? Probably. Isn't techies like the highest win rate game hero right now? What is he?
Is he?
I don't know. We were talking about it the other day, and I didn't actually look it up.
What does Dota 2 Pro Tracker say? I know this is not overall. This is over people that are good at the game. 51.8%.
He's what?
51.8%
Okay, so he's not that high.
among people that are good.
But he is the top hero. 3,300 matches. He's the most picked hero. Is that what I'm seeing?
He's not that fun to play, is he?
Oh, Tekke's hilarious fun to play. Have you not played Tekke's recently?
No.
I will play the mess out of Tekke's. Like, that's why I'm in these immortal games, is because I've been playing Tekke's. Like, so this is what you do. This is how you play Tekke's. You randomly throw out a bomb. If you think it's going to latch, you queue up your stun, and as your stun lands, you drop your ultimate underneath them. If your sticky bomb doesn't hit, you just wait for your next sticky bomb. You just go fishing with bombs. And when your first sticky bomb lands, combo ensues right afterwards, things die. And it's hilarious. You just, you only need 1 point in blast off, 1 point in your ultimate, and then you just throw everything else in your sticky bomb. And you're just fishing with sticky bombs. And if they hit, they latch onto you, they slow you down, they explode. And while you're slowed and panicking from that bomb in your butt, Tekke's is jumping on your face with an explosion that stuns you and dropping a bomb at your feet that you will not be able to walk out fast enough and will also explode. And that bomb that I mentioned increases the magical damage you take for like 10 seconds. Yeah.
And that I feel like that silence from the blast off, it lasts forever.
It's not a silence anymore. It's a stun.
He upgraded to a stun.
No, it's a stun.
Oh, jeez.
That's what I'm saying. It's just, you just go fishing with bombs, and when one bomb lands, all the other bombs follow. Okay, so banning out an Ursa from Slugcats, does that mean they want to pick up, Medusa's banned?
This is banned.
No, because they picked up the Underlord. They picked up the Underlord and then immediately banned the Ursa right behind it to protect the Underlord. Right. Because there was that one match where Underlord had to go against Ursa and he hated it. And it's just such a great counter to Underlord because Underlord reduces the physical damage of the carry, and that's how he survives the lane. But Ursa doesn't care about his base damage. He just says, I hit you and you eventually die. Like, Ursa has infinite scaling. With attack speeds. LC ban out. I don't know what that's for. I guess we did see that as a pause 1 last week for Slugcats, right?
Sorry, I'm still on blast off here. Detonate charges upon impact, which deal massive and stun enemy. I just thought this guy was rushing Ags. Wow.
Nope. His Ags is cool. Have you seen his Ags?
Ags does something different then.
His Ag says, hey, I put down a mine, and it will stay there for like 5-10 minutes until someone triggers it. And once it's triggered, it sets up a radius that anyone that moves takes damage.
In that, okay. Like it's like a minefield.
It's like the Sand King Shard, but in reverse. If you move, you take damage. Every periodic amount of movement. So what you do once you have your Ags is you sticky bomb fish until you get the land. Once it lands, you jump in with a stun, and then you drop an ultimate bomb, and then you immediately start placing your minefield sign, your Ags. And if they don't interrupt you, that Ags goes off. They're panicking. They're taking increased magical damage. They're in the middle of the minefield, and they will die. And none of their teammates can come save them because the minefield will kill them. It's hilarious. And did I mention that techies can instant kill all the tormentors on every time they spawn? 20-minute tormental, you can kill both tormentors in 20 minutes. Just instantly. Especially if you're on dire. It's crazy. Sorry.
So the stun at level 1 is 0.8. So it's already a second stun.
I don't think you get it level 1, right? Oh yeah, you said 1 point in it.
1 point in blast off, sorry.
Yeah. You go bomb, blast off, bomb, and then you either go taser or second point and blast off, and then bomb, ult, bomb. So
does taser still do the same thing?
Say what?
Taser still does the same thing. Disarm.
Taser did, yeah. If you get hit, disarm, and then at the end of the thing, disarm. And then if you get the shard, you can target on one of your teammates, and it does the same thing. I actually hate the shard, and I actually hate the auto shard from the Tormentor, because I don't buy the shard on techies, and it's like that Ags for Phoenix, where once you get the Ags, you now have to target.
Oh, you can't turn it off.
Yes, you have to target something, and you can't just click the button to ult anymore, or can't click the button to taser. You have to target yourself.
It turns into a target instead of a...
I have died so many times because I forgot that I got the Ags from the Tormentor. I mean, the shard from the Tormentor, and I didn't click taser the way I wanted to.
Okay, sorry, we can keep talking about the game. I derailed us.
That's fair. Techies is amazing, and techies will run away with this game. That is all. And they did not ban the Necro, and they still picked up the Necro. Necro did dominate the early game. As long as he doesn't suicide, they're fine. I don't see the Skywrath to counter the Necro. The Lich is not going to be the same level of punishment there.
Yeah, he deals the damage, but he deals, Q level damage, not ult level damage, as that Skywrath.
Yes. And now Bathtub Club is picking up more frontliners. Instead of that Nyx, they now have that Centaur and that Undying. So none of this Wind Ranger business in the back line. Because with techies thrives on like an axe. Like, honestly, I'm surprised they didn't pick axe instead of Centaur. Because you don't need to run fast as techies. You just want the enemy to hold still so you can line up all your spells.
Okay. Well, he can still... He's a blink
stunner. He can blink
stun.
Yes, but it's not nearly as long or consistent as Axe.
Uh-huh.
Because the Axe stun is like, 4 seconds? 3 seconds? It's horrendously long for Axe. And the wind up on Blast Off is noticeable because you have to wind up the spell and then you have to travel the distance.
Yeah.
And you can be rooted during it. You can be... There's so many things that if they do it, they can interrupt it.
You've got someone with a fast finger on the Yules, and techies doesn't.
Yeah,
pass,
a Yule
right?
or a Rod of Atos. I've been Rod of Atos stopped from my blast off several times.
Wow, but don't you blast over trees? So does it?
You try to, but sometimes if you do your blast off wrong and they're inside of you and they see you start wiggling, they just Rod of Atos you.
Oh, but like before you fly, I get it.
Yes.
So they don't Atos you out of the air.
Well, no, they can do it out of the air too. But if they see me wiggling, it's a lot easier to target me in the air. Like, they know I'm coming and they know the direction I'm coming. So they can just be spamming an area with it. So yes, you want to do it out of vision, into vision, but that's a pipe dream that's not going to happen. So I don't know the hero pool for Slugcats well enough. Sniper last time was a mid, right?
That's
Sniper
right.
will not have nearly as much problems with Necro because he can outrange the aura.
He won't have problems. He also will not threaten.
I don't know. So one way to counter Necro in lane, if you are to try to harass him out of lane, The only way to do it is to deny all of his last hits so he doesn't get the regen.
Right.
From the Heartstopper aura. But to do that, you have to be on a very strong last hitter, and Sniper is one of the best last hitters.
That's true. That's true. So you
So
deny
Necro-
him all of the Heartstopper auras, and
Yes.
then he's not his tanky self.
So Necro will have to rely on his Q, on his actual Death Pulse to get last hits, which means he can no longer run up to you and threaten you with the Death Pulse on your hero, because Sniper's at range enough that when he's trying to contest the last hits. Like, I'm happy to see it. It's a good matchup. Problem is, Necrophos is happy to just leave lane with money. Like, he doesn't have to leave lane with kills and a level advantage.
Right. He just doesn't want to be stunted.
Yes, we just won't see a 12-minute Radiance being threatened like last game was. Drow versus Underlord. I feel like Drow should be fine, especially with an Undying to heal her up. Because I think last week, we saw the Luna get shoved out because Luna was super greedy with not buying regen and standing in the rain too much. Slugcats needs another frontliner, preferably something with surprise and gotcha. It's got the gotcha. I don't know about the surprise.
Yeah, he can spin to help the front line. He can initiate with his ult. His front lininess lasts 2 seconds.
I hate to play Jug into a Necro though, because you can't Omni the Necro unless you know his W's on cooldown. Oh man, I'm so tired. Because Necro just has a built-in E-Blade, and the answer to Juggernaut is E-Blade. So
yeah. Now this is a JJ Knock Oracle. The skin is different. He's got the too many arms.
Yeah. Okay. Hats wise, I mean, I like the Horn on Centaur. I don't like the axe. I still like the Necro skin. I know you have something going on against it, but is it just because it's compensating, or you just don't like the colors?
It's not shiny enough.
Okay. I mean, you can be dark and gloomy as a Necrophos. Like,
I guess it's kind of his thing. I love the Power Glove on Undying.
Yeah, I'm looking for Undying Power Glove. I mean, it's shiny.
I like that one's big.
Yes.
Big gloves are okay. Big scythe.
I don't get it on Undying though. Why does he have one arm is bigger than the other? Like he's only working out on the one arm.
You're right. The asymmetry is kind of odd.
Yeah, I get it on someone like Lion because he does have a fake arm or something. Like there's something in the lore that he has.
Finger.
Yeah, he's a magical hand. I expect both teams to smoke, but neither team did. Maybe because neither team caught anyone last game, they decided not to this game.
Roxy has the smoke in hand.
Yeah, but he can't do his mouse. We know his mouse is broken. He's never going to be able to do it.
Maybe instead of smoking at a base to place the ward, they're going to try and smoke from triangle to get the kill. Both teams going different strats.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's rock, paper, scissors. You have to play cat and mouse on the first. You can't do the same thing you did the first game because they know you did it.
That's right.
So you have to do something different the second game. Techie's going here for...
They did see their smoke pop. The route should be long enough to stop him. All the damage from Firestorm and Shrapnel.
Last hit to Vitruvius. Not where you necessarily want it, but you're not going to complain for a first blood. So they should have checked his inventory. And honestly, if you're the techies and you died, you better cover up. Like right before you die and you know you're going to die, put the mangoes into your inventory so they don't know you had a ward. I know that's like...
Wait, they can't see your backpack?
They can see your backpack, but they saw that you had an empty slot in your main thing. Because no one's going to carry around 5 slots, an empty slot, and then 2 things in your backpack, right? Mangoes, they should be in your inventory, right?
Oh, so they think that a ward has just been placed, and then they'll go fishing.
So yeah, when I look at other enemy heroes, I look at where their items are in their inventory, and if they have stuff in their backpack and empty slots in their inventory, you know they placed a ward or used a consumable in some way.
That's next level stuff, man.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. So if you know you're gonna die, you slide the mangoes back up, and you can't buy a sentry to replace it. They're not gonna see that because you're out of vision. But gotta do something.
Interesting. I definitely
I'm-
watch for. I notice they have a ward, and then I notice when I keep watching them for when that ward is gone.
So they're trying to get a second kill on this techies. They did blood grenade him. They
Yeah,
queued him. I
it's
don't think there's
not
gonna be another
quite
spell.
enough. Yeah,
Techies did do-
Roxy
Go
could
ahead.
chase him for one more Q, but he would probably die to Centaur.
Right, and I think if Roxy just sticks around, he can threaten it, and techies has to leave the area.
Yeah, he's got to stay back for 1.5
Okay.
tangos worth.
This might be why I'm always level 2 and level 3. But if I'm in techie's position right now, where I'm low health and eating a tango, and I can't approach the lane because Lich will kill me,
You'll
I
just
go
go
sit
back to
under the
base.
tower, and I
Oh.
just sit in the tower region.
Boost your tango.
Yes, because it's like what? I don't know. Let me look at someone in tower. Come on, someone stand in the tower. I gotta see
Sniper.
this buff.
Look at sniper.
Health regen by 1. It's not nothing.
No, it's
If I'm not doing anything, I might as well make my do anything time last as little as possible. And you see, Devil here was Devil playing mid last game?
so.
Okay, because lesson learned here, or just playing better on a different hero. You let Necro shove the wave, and then you come back under tower, and you just hang on under tower. You don't fight the Necro in the river. That's anti-Necro 101. I say that as he's sitting in the river right now.
He's sitting in the river, but he's
No,
not
he's-
doing much better last hit wise.
He's not doing any better than last time.
And that time sitting in the river, he lost 3/4 of his health there.
Yeah, you just don't fight Necro in the river. You can't do it. Every Necro player loves when you fight it. So
this Oracle Lord
Go for it.
combo with a double root, that's got to be pretty nasty.
as long as that double root is in Firestorm, yes. So here's the root charge up, Firestorm, and then you don't have the root leveled up yet. But yeah, I can see that transitioning to a kill really fast.
Oh, so close with the Oracle.
Yep. Oracle just
Flames.
healed Drow. I seen it.
Yeah, I guess having this Fortune's End, he doesn't even. I guess does Underlord. He doesn't level his root until a little bit later, right?
I rarely get it until level 5, unless I have a really compelling reason to get it on like 4. But it's normally Storm, Aura, Storm, and then either Aura or Root.
Okay.
It really depends on if you're right-clicking the opponent a lot or trying to go for a combo kill.
Yeah.
In this lane, I might see Vic getting it at level 4. So we could look to see a kill attempt on Drow here soon. But you have to pull the lane back for that to happen. So
Which Oracle is doing here.
speaking of which, Roxy going to pull up top. So I was watching. This techies is a spammer, right? That's what we're told.
I believe so.
Because he went blast off bomb, which was weird, and now he's casting all his spells on neutral camp instead of harassing out the enemy team. So, difference of playstyle maybe, or he knows something I don't.
This Necro's going to go down to a sniper.
Congrats, sniper.
That Necro is sitting low for quite a while. Well, quite a while is in like the last time I clicked. He was
Right,
low.
he is still higher in last hits, but with that death, does that put sniper? Yeah, that puts sniper ahead of Necro by a fair margin. Sniper was also part of the kill on the first blood, so he has a little bit of extra assist gold there. Blast off on the jug, followed by a slow, maybe a stun.
He's got that healing ward.
Yeah, because sure, if I have someone to set up for me, I'll just follow a blast off right after they're stunned and use my sticky bomb as the follow up damage. But honestly, sticky bomb cooldown is so low, you can basically start with it, blast off, and then do it when they're coming out of the blast off, and it's monstrous amounts of damage.
And that comboed with any other stun, that's gotta
Sniper
be
dead
huge.
mid to the techies rotation.
Ooh. I was wondering where that techies went. I was looking for him top.
Techies just casually said, "Hey, I got you, fam."
Now
Bomb.
he's TP'd bottom. You're right, he's gonna fish here, isn't he? Oh no, he's just straight blast off.
See, he's doing it in a different direction than me, which requires you to anticipate the enemy movements, which he successfully
He
did
did.
there with the ward. Yep. Second kill, maybe. Sticky bomb under tower. It connected.
Wow.
Double kills. Techie spammer gonna be doing the things that we expected. He now can afford his mana boots. He's walking across the river in the dangerous position.
But there are no enemies here.
Right, but he told Undying, "Hey, follow me." Okay, or Undying is just gonna buy energy booster before his boots. I mean, I get why, but I don't think that's the right call.
And then hold the energy
That's
booster
good.
in his backpack.
Yep. So because it lowers your regen because you have more mana. I don't know. Because sticks and mangoes and clarities are worse when you have your energy booster in play. Because the way flat mana works. All right, 7-minute rune picked up by Roxy, but I actually don't know if it was picked up by Roxy or Techies.
Yep,
Techie
Roxy
is
got it.
9 in 5 seconds.
If you
Roxy playing his life
hit
again,
return,
though.
you'll see it. They're gonna really have to commit to get him. If
I mean, I feel like you could have led with that sticky bomb. Look at the range on sticky bomb, by the way. It is greater than your nighttime vision.
stomp on Jug,
But Techie's unwilling to
fine.
reveal himself because he doesn't want to use the sticky bomb. I don't get this. He's playing these spells in a backwards order than I would play him. Jug, not quite connecting.
he spent all of his damage on this centaur and took him from full to a quarter, less than a quarter.
Right, and that one bounce to the Techie saves the Centaur, and all the bounces to Centaur saves the Techies.
Yeah.
Both of them sitting low. Lich forced out. Lich. Where'd Lich go? Why'd Lich die? Did
Lich
Lich
dead.
play the Centaur?
The centaur must have come around the back and got him. Meanwhile, both heroes die bottom for Slugcats.
Yep, from the rotation from Necrophos, who is not nearly as rich as he was last time, but still making rotation. So it's less than a 1k lead. The kills are pretty even.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Who's dying on the team of Bathtub?
Once.
Drow.
Drow died once.
Everyone died once, except for Drow died twice. Give or take.
And Techie's
Smoke.
death was a rune battle.
Radiant's middle tower is
Yes.
under attack.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the. Yeah, that's the team I was looking at.
No deaths on Undying.
So they smoked, and they walked into the tower range and broke their smoke on the tower.
Oops.
Techie's going for the kill on the snipers, at least setting up for it for others.
And nice TP.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice job. There. That was the only direction to go.
Take the elevator, wee home.
Did Roxy save him there? I think Roxy. Or maybe he was tipping because Roxy got away.
Spin saves the jug from the blast off.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't know how I feel about the cornucopia being part of the recipe for Battle Fury these days. I haven't built Battle Fury since the changes though, so
What the heck is a cornucopia?
It's the new, cheaper Perseverance. All right, we got an ult from Underlord up top.
Ooh, Fiend's Gate. Necro is Speed Boy.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Unfortunately, I think
Tower is under
Underlord here wasn't sure if he could commit really hard with that gate, and so he kind of played a little safe.
Sniper wants to commit. He's pinging. Someone's pinging. Oh, I think Centaur pinged that Sniper was overcommitting. Sniper's hanging out on this top ground, just saying, I've got range, guys.
Well, Sniper doesn't have an item. Why is he fighting? Dragonlance is not purchased. Why are we so eager to fight, guys, when you're close to an item?
Yeah.
Necro did it last game without his Radiance. Sniper's doing it this game without the Dragonlance.
Fizzle.
Radiant's top
I don't know what Fizzle means.
attack.
Does it say that every time? Is that a cosmetic he has? That's weird.
I don't know.
Well, Sniper didn't get punished for being forward. Now he's moving behind the tower and still.
I mean, I feel like this is where you get punished. Necrophos does not have boots of travel, though, right? Yeah, Necrophos did not go boots of travel this game. Not rich enough to do so.
Dire's middle tower is
On
under
the contrary, Sniper is rewarded with a tower.
Maybe.
Radiant's
They almost
top
got the
tower
deny there.
has
No,
fallen.
Lane Creep's got it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Smoking to try and go around and catch that Necro.
Right, but you broke your smoke underneath the
Dire's
Watcher.
middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, you're still very far forward here.
Yes, let's dive under
Techie.
towers, guys. We weren't punished last
Techie.
time. Obviously, we can't be punished this time. Wait,
Reaper side.
I mean, as it worked once, it's gonna work twice.
Lichels get the techie. But Oracle's going to pay for this as well. Oh, and they got the Sniper.
Yeah,
No,
they got
Sniper's
the
already dead.
Sniper, the Lich, the Underlord, all three of them, because
Yeah.
they're all diving past this tier 1 tower, not respecting the enemy team. Like, hey guys, they didn't defend the other tower. Obviously, they're not going to defend this tower.
I don't know who was making that call. But that was...
I don't know. I'm still going to make fun of it for at least until Lich reses.
Dire's top tower is under
Okay.
a little too
I can let it go.
Chad.
I just find that as a lack of respect for the enemy team.
Mm.
I don't know why, but that's what always resonates to me is like, if you are going to treat them like they don't know how to play well, you should be punished for them playing well. I mean,
So
I
when
don't
they're
know.
not playing well, you don't counter that by not playing well yourself.
right. You just continue to play well. Hey guys, they did something stupid. It's our turn now. I mean, I don't even know if it was stupid to not defend the top tower. They just chose not to.
under attack.
Right. Let's place in some deep wards.
Is under attack.
But Techies, I don't know if Techies was level 6 when the top tower fell, but when the middle tower was falling, Techies was level 6, and that's what happened was the sticky bomb blast off proximity mines. It just killed 3 heroes.
Top tower is under attack.
Why does techies want Yules?
To get unrooted,
Radiant structures are fortified.
to have mana and movement,
Under attack.
Okay.
to Yule someone and then start triggering your blast off, because I think blast off has like a 2-second wind up.
Okay.
See, I don't like these blind jumps, Techies. I don't like them. This is why I said fishing with the Q.
Because the... Oh! That Lichel...
Good job, double kill.
I thought the Lichel went off techies and went away, but no, it went to those neutrals and came back. Oh!
Is it because they had vision of the high ground? Why did it go to the high ground?
I think because they were there. I don't think it cares if you have vision or not.
Interesting. I didn't know.
I mean-
I thought you had to have vision.
I mean, I don't think it'll go to invisible people.
Right, but it might go through people through fog of war. Okay.
Yeah, it,
I-
went up the hill to these creeps.
Can we play blame game for a second?
Okay.
Techies blindly jumps over the trees to try to get a blind kill or blind stun
Initiation.
on the Oracle for the initiation.
Yeah.
Misses it. His whole team comes to follow up on the missed initiation. Now they're all in this tight choke point, and Lich is like, Leroy Snowballs.
Followed up with a double root.
Yep. The Oracle's just like, okay, let me ult myself. Let me take some time to think. Okay, I can just root you guys. Underlord's here. We're all fine. We're all fine. How are you? Yeah. I mean, I get it. The blind stuns are more satisfying, but it's much more consistent to throw your sticky. Oh man, Sniper just anyone that overextends, he's just like, hello, goodbye.
Yeah. Did you see Underlord go down though?
I did not see Underlord go down. Where'd
Hey,
Underlord go down?
Did he?
I don't think
He's
he went
still
down.
alive. Why did I think he
He
died?
just left.
Maybe I was.
Like, unless he died, let's double check your deaths.
No, Underlord did not die. Why did I think
No,
he
no.
died? Maybe I was watching Centaur?
He left, and then he made an ultimate for his team to join in. Like, I don't know if you saw that, but he TP'd top and was like, hey guys, let me know when you want to come top. I got an ultimate for you.
I must have been looking at the other quadruped die and thought that was Underlord.
I mean, yes, all four-legged animals look alike. Beasts?
Oh,
Demons?
am I just footist? All you quadrupeds, you all look alike to me.
I do judge people by the number of feet they have. Dancing partners, I will pick 2 feet over 1 majority of the time. I do not want that peg leg to hit me in the toes. It hurts so much more.
I think they want. Do they have vision on this drow? They're going towards there.
I don't know. You should have a general idea. I don't know about you, but my job as a support, I feel, is to always keep track of, like, if I'm pause 4, it's the enemy pause 1. My job for the whole game is to know where the enemy pause 1.
Mm-hmm.
Pause 5, my job is to know where my pause 1 is at all times.
Yes, if
And
they would.
who,
If they would have been going in a more direct route to drow, then we might have called map hacking. But
I mean, 3 casual kills. I don't know if that's just this Mask of Madness timing, or Centaur doesn't have his Blink Dagger yet, never finished farming it up. Like, these Blink Stunners, I feel like you have to tell your team, I literally cannot join a single fight until I have this Blink Dagger. Sorry, goodbye. See you then.
yeah,
Okay.
'cause being in the fights, he's ineffective, and it's only delaying.
The Blink Dagger. Yes, his effectiveness is only being delayed. Like, because, like, a Centaur without a Blink is like a 3. A Centaur with a Blink is a 9. Maybe an 8. Centaur's not my favorite Blink Stunner, but I'm a little biased because I don't win very often when I play.
Catching drow again. Does he have his ult? Not quite.
I mean, there's an Oracle, there's an Underlord, there's no radiant
There's
hero
enough.
here. Because Centaur has to farm his Blink. Necro is farming his boots of travel or scared. I don't know if Necro's scared or is just like, hey, I gotta farm safely, guys. The Drow is being left high and dry the last 2 fights.
Sniper is just being so aggressive. He missed assassinate. But he knows I can get assassinate though.
Yeah.
Quick draw on the landmine there.
I am really bad about hitting mines. I don't know if that's just because I'm always on a slow attack hero, because my brain response speed is so low.
God, they're fast.
I know I'm really bad with the technicals, and which is why I always have to preload my my plans. Like, hey, I'm gonna do this, you're gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, right? Okay, because I can't just like reflex it. My fingers don't move that fast. My brain doesn't move that fast.
If you A-click the map, will you auto-attack the mine when
Yes.
it comes up?
No.
I feel like
No, not the mine.
you won't. Yeah.
Sniper's just like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, he is.
They saw that word placed. Hopefully they can get the D word before come on, Oracle. Get that sentry. You got it. Go. Ah, Techie's got it. Techie might pay with his life for it though. There was the
Spelling the
Yules.
Yules.
How did
Did he dispel the Yules?
Fortune's End can dispel the Yules?
Yeah. It was
That's cheaties.
it was cast before he was thrown up into the air, so by the time it hit him, he was no longer in the air.
That no, because the Yules didn't finish its duration.
Right, because it got dispelled.
Yeah, but you're invulnerable when you're Yules.
He
You're off
cast
the map.
Fortune's End was flying through the
That's-
air when it
I
was
did not
cast.
know that could happen. That feels a little cheaties, and I don't like it.
Same thing happens when Sven gets his when his stun.
His flying stun happens?
He has a talent where his stun also dispels.
Oh,
Same thing happens if he throws his stun before you Yules.
you get stunned and de-Yules
Yeah.
and hit and died? Oh,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
that's a thing.
'Cause you're untargetable when you're in the air, but if it's something that has fly time, like Fortune's End, or
It can still hit you. I didn't know that.
yeah,
Because Zeus's won't hit you while you're in the Yules.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
his
I don't
ult
think it does.
his ult is not a dispel,
No, it's not.
but Fortune's End is.
That's so cheatsies. So if a dispel has already been cast on you and is in flight,
Yeah.
okay, here's the Centaur
We have the
initiation.
charge.
Double kill. Hey guys, I got my blink dagger. We can fight now.
Nice lich ult to try and push him back. Jug says, "I don't want to push him back."
Right, but then he ulted right into a Necro W. Like that just.
Yeah.
That's exactly why Jug does not want to play against a Necro. And if you're playing against a Necro, you cannot ult him until his W is committed.
Great centaur charge.
Middle tower is under
Yep.
attack.
Oh.
Charge blink. Hey, look.
Oh, team.
Hey guys,
wipe.
I'm a hero now. I have a blink dagger. Oh,
Dire's middle tower.
fantastic. That's just night and day difference because Centaur has a
Yeah.
blink dagger.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Necro also does have boots of travel, right? Yeah. So they both finished their 2 items. So I guess the problem is while they were doing that, Drow just had to play safer. And the problem with techies these days is you want to use your ultimate mind for too many things. So you want to use your ultimate mind to farm camps. You want to use your ultimate mind, your proximity mind, to kill people after you stun them, to combo up with your combo. And then you also want to use it as a ward. And my favorite thing to do with this bomb is you just throw it in areas where you think an enemy might be, like an enemy core might be farming. You don't need to put it in the camp. You just put it somewhere random, and you pick somewhere that it's hard for them to hit it, like on one of the high ground ramps or around a tree. Somewhere that you don't care if you hit them with it
Dire's bottom tower is under
or that you scare them off with it. You just want to know whether they've been in the area or not. Especially against like a phantom assassin, because she doesn't show on the map. You just use your bombs as little identifiers of, hey, someone's been in this area recently because my bombs aren't there. I don't care if they kill my bomb. I don't care if it blows up in their face. It's just not there anymore, so I know someone's been there.
And bombs trigger on smoked people.
Yep.
Smoked people are Phantom Assassin.
Yeah.
The
I've
melt?
killed
No,
so many
not
Phantom
melt.
Assassins. I made a Phantom Assassin's life miserable with techies the other day just because, I mean, you can stealth all you want. My bombs don't care. I'm pretty sure the sticky bomb won't hit you, but the proximity mine is your claim to fame. Is that a dead tormentor? Dead tormentor.
Dead Tormentor. JJ
Radiant's
has.
like, oh, we should get our tormentor now.
Dire's middle
Hey, that's a good idea.
I love how tormentors work these days. It's like, oh, we can do that too. Yeah, we can do that, right?
Let's do the thing where we call out people who don't have their team set as Slugcats. Good job, Tyler, you have it set. Good job, Jug, you have it set. Roxy, who is SMR. That's set.
Roxy and Sniper here. Devil. Alright, so where are we sitting? 3K net worth for Radiant. Bathtub crew here or whatever, gang crew, whatever. They won last game.
Tower is under attack.
So if we want our 1-1 tie, Slugcats has to win.
It's pretty even, though Necro being there on top with Drow can certainly be a problem. It's very good for the Earth, but like you said, he just struggles against Necro.
Yeah.
He can close the gap against Drow.
Well, is that Death Bolt? Okay. Initiation with root, counter blink, roar. It is so messy, but the techies comes in with a triple stun.
Yeah, all those roots,
Spinning in.
all that firestorm.
Ult on a Necro. I dare you to ult this Necro. He's about to W. Oh, you waited for the W.
Nice job, Oracle, in saving that sniper.
Necro shards away. An ult on 2 from the spinny spin.
This
Yep.
is two different fights going on.
Well, I mean, it's going to be Radiant cleanup. There's a buyback on Centaur, and that's the only thing that died on Radiant. They're going to push this to high ground. If they don't have enough buybacks, this could be a set of racks. I'm assuming they're going to push this tier 2 and push the high ground. They just bought back on Centaur. It's a 5 versus 2. Yep.
Is under attack.
Do they have the creeps? They have the creeps.
They have creeps. Centaur has a Crimson Guard, so he can he can take towers really well. He does damage to towers with his aura.
Middle tower.
You've got a Drow that is not well itemized. I did not realize Drow had a Midas. I have a little less
Are fortified.
respect in how much they can push here. I did not expect her net worth to be tied up in Midas.
Yeah, that's. I didn't think Drow had trouble farming.
Yeah, I think that's the first Midas I've ever seen on a Drow. I'm not gonna lie. Smoked under vision. Ah, that's awkward.
Oh, look at that.
Smoke, get out. Centaur. I want this camp. But it's Golem, so I have to kill it twice. Centaur, you gotta bring away.
We'll catch him. Do they have enough?
Oh, neutral
They're gonna-
item. Greedy is as dead does. That is a dieback.
Sniper's there, so indeed they have enough.
You knew they smoked. No one smokes. Okay, I mean, supports will smoke
Is under attack.
for weird reasons, but team smokes are always for a kill and a fight. So if the
Yeah.
enemy team smokes, all your bodies must become safe. Centaur body did not become safe.
Dire's bottom tower has
He did not hide. He did not run. He did not duck for cover.
Oh, are they going to convert that Centaur kill into a
Roche.
Roche?
bottom tower is
I
under
mean, Centaur's dead for another 40 seconds. Centaur's not very rich, so he's not dead for very long, but
Hey, he's dead for dieback long.
it is a dieback long.
We have a ping out.
Okay, who was Centaur last game? Centaur was Wind Ranger last game.
That's right.
Interesting.
Roshan has fallen to the dark.
One
I
thing.
Go ahead.
Sorry to change. We talked about neutral items a little bit. When that
Mhm.
neutral token drops, it immediately goes transported back to base. Have
There
you
are
noticed that?
some weird exceptions that you can end up with 2 of them. I think it's if it's on your courier, if you haven't claimed the item yet, and the neutral item is in your slot, but you haven't claimed it, you can have 2 neutral items unclaimed. There are some weird exceptions, but yes, for the most part, I like that you just pick it up and immediately goes back to base. You don't have to TP it.
You don't have
That's
to
great.
ping your teammates saying, "Hey, who dropped the thing?"
Yeah,
You guys stop farming the things in the jungle if you're not. So that's
if
a good
anything,
quality of life.
now people forget to pick it up because no one's pinging them like, hey, I dropped such and such. Like, I mean, it'll be 27 minutes and I'll see half my team doesn't have tier 2 items.
There's so many more camps, but it's tough for carries or mids to go and farm those camps in the first 20 minutes of the game.
Right.
If it's just how the dynamics of the lanes are right now.
Structures are fortified.
Well, I mean, we're at 30 minutes, so
We're 30 minutes. Do we have all the neutrals? I believe we have all the neutrals. Which team am I
Oh,
looking at?
I don't mean like people didn't farm the neutrals. We had tokens. We'd have 5 tokens unclaimed in base.
Middle tower has
Oh,
Well, four tokens unclaimed because one guy farms all the neutrals, sends them all back to base, doesn't ping anyone.
Dire's top
So no one has that reminder of, hey, there's a token open, guys.
now that's interesting. Because every time I go to my shop, there's a little exclamation point over Sniper
Yeah.
in front, and he's saved by Oracle, but he should
I
take
don't
his
know if
time to
he's
get
dead.
back.
He might be dead.
He's still
He
not getting
did.
back.
He did Mask of Madness through that, so there was a lot of life steal, so sure. He does have the Aegis, so he doesn't care. Is
Okay,
what I think he's at.
that's right. So I forgot about the Aegis. Oh, man, that Sniper, he really wants to frontline these fights.
I mean, this was Pango last game.
Yeah.
He has an axe to grind.
Or at least a Necro. At least a Scythe to grind.
A scythe to grind. That's funny.
Drow is not in this fight. I guess she's a TP away, but is she going to throw down that Manta and then TP home?
I mean, high ground defense is important, but free tier 2s are also nice. What's keeping this tower alive so well? The
Dire's
Radiant
top
one.
tower is under attack.
They were sieging it for a good minute there.
Top tower
Yeah, but no damage to it.
Hmm.
Crimson Guard. The tower can be affected by Crimson Guard. That's what
Interesting.
it was.
Oh, Sniper 4 forward. I think they must have been just holding Sniper out as bait for their initiation strat. Drow is
let's
back.
see how it works out. Drow is back, but the Oracle ult was used on Lich. Jug's in, Jug's dead. Centaur go with the counter initiation. I don't know if he's going to survive it, but maybe neither did Sniper. Sniper doesn't have a second life.
He's waddling away.
I don't think
Underlord's
Underlord can
gonna
get out of
die.
this.
Oh,
I don't know. There's a lot of love from the supports on him.
Yeah, look at that.
Flash shield is a big deal.
Sniper didn't run away. He just sat on high ground a little bit, and his lifesteal is bringing him back to full health.
Oof. Nice return kill on the Undying and the Necrophos probably shouldn't have died there. Like, they should have backed off when the Underlord didn't die.
Yeah, I thought that fight was going a lot better for them, and obviously so did they.
Yeah. Damage reduction on Frost Shield. Take a look at the number. Take a guess.
It
for free
is
look.
so good. It is. I should know this. He's been my spam hero for calibrating.
Right. But I think you're going to think it's
Something like
lower than
30%?
what it really is.
70%. And there's a
70%
talent.
is a big
There's a
number.
talent to make it better too.
Is that why it's at 70 or is it at 80 right now?
No, I think 70 is the increased number.
Yeah, okay. That's a lot of damage reduction. And that's all damage. That's not magic, that's not physical, that's everything.
Right. And then
Yeah.
you get the talent. I guess it's level 20, increases its duration.
Right. And then Underlord has, Vanguard, Guardian Greaves, and Pipe of Insight. And once that Frost Shield's on him, he ain't going nowhere. And with that much magic resistance, Oracle can also just be pumping the Purifying Flames into him. So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I love taking the 150 Frost Blast damage talent, but man, it is
I know, it's
it
really
is
hard.
unwise. Sniper blinked on, and then blasted on. Hit
You're going to
the
pump damage to the Oracle. He's definitely dead. He's not
yeah.
attacking.
It's hard to save
Last
that.
time he attacked with a Mask of Madness. No way. So, I watched a video about this. The Oracle ult is supposed to have an orb above it, indicating whether the hero's going to die or not.
Yep.
But it's been bugged for so long that no one can use it as a proper indicator anymore.
Well, you saw it there, right?
Right, but you can't rely on it because it's not always accurate.
Oh, it's like all glowy when he's gonna die, and it's less glowy when he's living. Oh,
Right,
it's been
red
working.
light, green light. Green light live, red light die. But
It's not.
there are
It's like
instances where
glowy
it's
and
not-
less glowy.
I'm a color span guy.
Are you saying that even the glowy hasn't been working? Or it's just
There are
hard to
certain
tell?
situations where edge cases where it's not accurate. I don't remember all the edge cases, so I can't rely on the orb to be the indicator. Because the one time I rely on it to be an indicator and the target doesn't die, I'm just gonna hate myself. Because like, man, I could have killed him, but I stopped hitting him.
I feel like I haven't found that, but
I'll have to go watch the video for it. There's very specific cases you can find. So there's a lot of routes. There's a really long range on sniper, and so you just either got to commit to the fight or not. But now they're committing to the fight, and Drow I think is going to die. She has to back off. There's a bouncy ball. If it bounces to her, she's dead. Bounce to her to a creep. Bounce back to her, she's dead. Yep.
yeah.
That was interesting to watch because that bouncy ball went all the way from up here, like two camps away. And like you said, you don't have to have vision of the camp. Right?
They just have to be there.
They did have vision with this odds board, so I don't know how true that is.
I'll have to play with that in a lobby,
Yeah.
whether or not it matters if you have vision of them or not. I'll
So
put some
these-
enemy heroes in the trees.
The shard that gives you the rain these days? Yes, the shard. Oracle shard. Allies heal and have increased heal amp. Okay.
That's
I don't think heal
the
amp-
rain.
Yes. So that'll increase the life ward from Jug. That'll increase the heal from the Guardian Greaves.
Does it do any damage amplification too? I know it damages air enemies.
Middle tower is under attack. Radiant
Oh, there's no
No.
damage amp.
Heal it. I mean, we said for this to go 1-1, Slugcat's got to win, yeah?
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's
Sniper has refused to leave the offensive. And that has worked out pretty well so
It's worked the whole game, with the exception of a couple of blink stuns.
except for that one time where they decided to dive past tier 1 towers for absolutely no good reason
Yeah,
and got triple died.
dive past tier 1 towers twice in a row. The second time.
Once unpunished. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Not gonna happen.
I'll have to look at this item. Oracle picked up the shield.
The Pavis again? I mean, I don't know when it's good enough. Because Glimmer Cape's got the actual stealth and
The invising,
On it.
which can save.
the nice thing for the Pavis is the mana regen. So when I look for the items to build my Sage's Mask into, sometimes
Okay.
that's the answer. Initiation onto the Underlord. Underlord has Frost Shield, so he's taking no damage.
That's
He got
a good
forced the
find.
wrong way because he went to turn around. His
And
own
Oracle
team-
save in the end.
Right,
See,
but I
so now
think
it's not
for
glowy.
Scarce Little Thin,
Look at it. It's not glowy. He's safe.
okay. I understand that it works 90% of the time. It's the 10% of the time that I have a problem with. Drow on the Jug.
Jug spin
Jug
to withstand the
but,
gust.
Nothing
Oh.
else going on?
Just having trouble breaking that distance, or bridging the gap.
Alright, if we're going to call the blame game, I'm going to blame it on that force staffing Underlord into the fight. Because Underlord turned around to do a root or a whatever, and at the same moment, that's the second Chain Frost this fight. What is the cooldown on Chain Frost?
It's about a minute.
50 seconds? Man.
That's 60 seconds. Gets better with levels.
I mean, whenever Bath Boys land their initiation, they win the fights.
Yeah, that whole series started with Underlord getting cut out.
Right. Initiation on Underlord that went a little south because Lich accidentally force staffs Underlord back into the fight. Because if Underlord got forced out of that fight, then you have time for the Frost Shield to come back off cooldown, and I think it would have been fine.
Radiant
Glimmer
pinging
King.
Roche
So
here.
what?
Radiant pinging Roche.
So, another good use for techies, you place a bomb on both of the teleport gates, and you know if someone's about to teleport or has teleported.
Ooh, yeah. The vision for Roche fights exactly what he's doing. One on every single steps.
Because it'll start going ding. It'll tell you when, it'll give you the noise that's going off. Yep. It'll give it. Roche will also pop it apparently.
Yes, I just saw that.
I forgot that Roche just barrels through the gates.
You got to get out of the way. And
It gives an audio and visual cue that someone's in the area. I just love techies bombs for vision, and that's why I say when these vision heroes, Venomancer, techies, there's all these heroes that just give you better idea when someone's coming in, cancels blink daggers, gives the enemy team a split second hesitation, like, wait, maybe I shouldn't be here, because everyone has PTSD of a techie's mind going off, and they have that initial flight or fight response of like, run away.
Yeah.
Unless you've actively are quelling it and like saying, I'm walking into a minefield, you will always react to a techie mine going up. I don't care who you are.
You know, I just remembered how much I like clearing mines as Oracle, because you put your Fate's Edict on yourself, which gives you magic immunity. And then the bombs don't hurt you.
That's a pretty good answer to techies. You hear the bombs start going off, you just immediately edict yourself?
Yeah. I'm usually not fast enough to do it that way, so I walk towards the mine, and then I hear the noise, so then I walk away from the mine. Then I do Fate's Edict and walk directly into the mine.
Hey, it's better than nothing.
I let my gut PTSD instinct say, run away, and then I run back with Fate's Edict.
And then you use your big brain move of Fate's Edict to do it. I get it. I like it. All right, what's pause for this time? We'll start the timer. They really not liking that, are they?
Now, I don't remember if the 8-minute timer is per match or per
series. I know there's a per match and a per series timer.
Yeah.
Well, there was last time I checked, but I didn't check except for like, a season or a year ago when we were playing our match.
I want to say the 8 minutes is per game. Team's calling R.
Why is their team calling R?
Yeah, this isn't the team that's paused.
Yeah.
All right, so we have Drow with the Aegis.
Yeah, Drow got accidentally bouncy balled in that last fight, and I saw it coming because she went back in and then hesitated to run out, and then her teammates ran out and passed the aids to her, and it's just sometimes in dodgeball you just gotta take it to the face for someone else, okay? Because if you dodge the ball suddenly, maybe the person behind you wasn't ready for it. All right, net worth.
Drow has taken the lead.
Teletubbies are winning. Tubtasticulars? Tubtastic? I don't know. I'm trying to find a tub one I like. We got a silver edge and almost a butterfly. I haven't bought the butterfly because we don't have buyback with buying it. But you also have a Midas in your inventory instead of an Eagle Song. I feel like you need that Eagle Song in your inventory. If you're going to fight, backpack the Midas. It still goes on cooldown. It's just half as fast. Force staff yourself aggressively. He force staff
almost catch that sniper.
Well, I mean, how is Drow going to catch a sniper that has the exact same item that you do? Like, they both have... Oh, wait. Sniper doesn't have
no.
a hurricane bike? What?
No, Silver Edge is his defense, his only
He's
defense.
relying on the other two. Like, I guess there's two other Force Staffs, or is it just Lich? It's just Lich has the Force Staff. Wow.
His sniper's only going one direction. He's only his defensive item is headshot.
Yeah. Well,
Defensive move.
yeah. The one time he died in Fate's the Oracle button was when he didn't turn and fight with his Berserk. Which by this point, instead of getting a BKB, can we please just upgrade the Mask of Madness to a Satanic, please? That'd be nice. Thanks.
Yeah. The Mask of Madness doesn't upgrade itself, right? You have to disassemble it for the Morbid
You have to
Mask.
disassemble it. Yeah, you have leftover quarterstaff that you can turn into a butterfly or you can sell. It's yes, everyone loves a plus 110 attack speed, but Satanic just has a dispel. It doesn't silence you.
It's an extra life, so
Yes.
long as you're not hard stunned.
Yes, as long as you don't die, it gives you another life. But the
You just gotta
Satanic
keep
with
pulling the trigger.
Oracle,
Oh,
the-
you only have to get like one shot off.
Yeah.
And you'll be healed.
Oracle ults, you're like, yes,
Radiant
Satanic turn fight win. I mean, if you're pro, you decide whether you need the Satanic or not based on the situation. If you're not pro, you're just like, yes, Satanic keeps me alive, I can fight. I am in option number 2. Mask of Madness kind of fits that same bill still with the Oracle ult, but I don't want to rely on this Oracle ult every single time.
Right. 30 seconds on the Aegis. Radiant going for the push. Blast
Techie,
up deep
triple
onto
stun?
the sniper.
Techie's going to pay for it. I don't think Techie's did get his reactive razor thing off.
Lichel
I
bouncing
didn't-
there.
I didn't see all the proximity mines used though, so I'm a little upset about the Techies.
No.
Some slashing,
I think all he
Some more
just got the
slashing.
blast off. Yeah.
some
Doug
spinning.
going, he
Tyler
needs to
says-
find Drow. he
Yeah.
was spinning towards Necro, but Necro is not Drug's target.
I think that's target priority in fights. I mean, I feel like it's a lot like basketball. We play man to man. We don't play zones. We play a little bit of zones, like I'm front line, you're back line. But heroes like Jug, I have one specific target I have to hit.
Yeah, Jug,
there's
your
a
man
Ranger?
is Drow.
Yeah.
Did
Sniper's playing zone defense. Juggernaut is an assassin.
you see?
I would like to see him
did
buy a
Drow
blink
just
dagger
smoke
for the
herself?
Scotty too. Yeah, ninja
Oh,
gear.
she has ninja gear. Okay. Oh,
Swift flash.
Necro, you're all alone there.
I mean, I love what's I say? Seb's voice line. Play together, slay together, slay together, slay together.
Yeah.
Because the reverse of that is stay alone, die alone.
Alone, die alone. Rage alone.
Hopefully,
That
rage
advantage
alone.
right there. Radiant's all alive now, but they might have pushed there with Drow just sitting alone on her
It
high
did
ground.
manage a bit, but I mean, Jug hasn't decided what to do with all his money. Looks like he's going to eat an Ags and buy a Scotty. But where's that Swift Blink, sir? Swift Blink Omni Slash on the Drow. That is your That is your job.
What's your Swift Blink bonus? Is it attack speed?
Agility, I think, right now, because they changed it. The attack speed was too good. Too many people are picking it up. Let's see. 35 agility for 6 seconds.
Okay.
Which equates to more damage, more attack speed during your slash.
Yeah.
Centaur, maybe a false initiation here.
Yeah, he
Techie has a bunch of mines out, but I mean, I don't think Techie's is feeling as strong as he was earlier.
Yule saves him from the juggle.
Yes, but does it save him from the Lich ult that's about to bounce to him?
Jug finds oh,
Oh, these creeps with the bounce on the bouncy ball. Oh, it's so fun to watch.
Drow's the one to watch. If no one finds her in the back line, she will dish out the damage.
Nope, there's Jug on the back line. That's the last
Go,
team fight.
slow clap,
Drow's the
Jug.
only one with the buyback. I might be game. I don't know
Yeah.
if Drow can defend alone.
Necro already had
Not-
dieback.
Not against a sniper.
Yeah.
I mean, are we hitting the bedtime and we just said, hey, we have to fight and play?
And Jug has Swift Slash. I feel like on someone like Drow, Swift Slash is good enough.
I critiqued the Rod of Atos last game. I get to critique the itemization on the Techies this game, yeah?
Do it.
So, Aether Lens doesn't do anything for you. All it does is increase blast off radius, range. Doesn't matter. It doesn't turn into a Octarine Core anymore. So, the whole point of Techies is either spam the world with mines so that they can't play on the map, or to combo kill in a team fight. And if you're going to combo kill in a team fight, you need to buy things like Guardian Greaves and Pipe of Insight, because the Pipe of Insight will protect you from your own blast off damage.
Yes.
It's also going to protect your Centaur from his own double slash damage. The Guardian Greaves, you can pop that, you jump in, you hurt yourself, then you pop Guardian Greaves, and suddenly you're back up to full health. So, I don't know if you noticed this, but in these last couple of fights, Techies would go in, throw a couple spells, and he can't stay there slinging more spells because he has to run away. And the whole goal is, if you're going to go the team fight in the late game, you got to be able to stay in that fight. After you blast off into the fight, you say, this is my area.
You want to
And
keep
you drop
tossing
bombs.
mines underneath people in that fight. That's
Yes. You
that's
just keep dropping
ultimate.
bombs.
That's where all your damage is.
Yes. So you're dropping all your ults. You're doing sticky bombs to keep them in the area. You basically Monkey King ult them, saying, hey, this is my area. You don't want to be here. Stay
It's
at your own
on-
peril.
You have 3 charges. How quickly can you place those 3 charges? Like boom, boom,
Instantly.
boom. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not instantly. I think there's like a 1 or 2 second. It feels very instant. The problem with the mines is usually not the cooldown on casting the mine. It's on whether there's already a mine in the area, because you can't drop them too close to each other.
Yeah.
So you have to drop one mine, and while that one's ticking, you drop another mine like 2 feet to the right. And by the time that first one explodes, you can then drop another mine in that area if people are still there. So you just want to drop all your bombs in like a matter of 4 or 5 seconds, and you're just mayhem. The enemy team is just that was 1-1 though, right?
That was 1-1.
1-1. Nice. I see. So you're just so disruptive because you came in, you stunned at everyone, everyone's scaring, running for their lives. Like, everyone's afraid of a techie bomb. But if you can't stay in the fight dropping your bombs, then no one's scared of you anymore. So, I don't know. Itemization wise, I mean, I just closed out that game, and I'm looking at my last game that says Techies, and I've got Octarine Core, Guardian Greaves, Kaya. Like, Kaya's required
that's
because
a whole different kit.
and I think his was what? Yule's Aether Lens. I closed it out. Like these weird supporting
Yule's
items.
Aether Lens, Kaya. 4 staff.
Yeah. Oh, and Force Staff? Yeah. The Force Staff, Aether Lens, and Yule's, those are on a different hero. Techies is like the Skywrath. You know, hey, I do my damage, I did my thing. Skywrath at least has the excuse that he can cast spells in the back and support. Techies doesn't have that excuse. He either commits to the fight or he's not part of the fight at all. Because one of your spells says, I have to be in melee.
And
Right?
ideally, you want to commit to the fight and then stay alive long enough to lay some bombs down.
Yeah. So, I mean, I get where it's coming from, that you want to do these long range gotcha stuns, but late game, that's not going to do anything. So, and it used to be Aether Lens turned into Octarine Core, so it was a great pickup. But I don't know. I feel like too many people. Part of the problem is a lot of cores flame their supports for, hey, where's our Force Staff? Where's our Glimmer Cape? Hey, dude, if you want to be Force Staff, buy your own. That's what I say to all my cores. Like, seriously, I get snipers, and I get this is one player that I play with all the time in general. Rob, actually, the one that we're playing on the Immortal stuff. He's always like, dude, where's our Force Staff? It's like, dude, I'm not buying a Force Staff on this character. Don't get in a position that you need to be forced. Okay, cool, thanks. Like, you just got to push back sometimes as a support. Say, hey, you cannot rely on me saving your life. You have to play better. so that I can play at my max potential. And my max potential is not a 4-staff on this character. Like, don't get me wrong, buy support items, but support items are not just a cookie cutter. I always buy a 4-staff, I always buy a Glimmer Cape kind of crap.
It's got to make sense.
I mean, because if you look at Nyx Assassin last game, it was, hey, I'm a support, but I got Dagons and E-Blades because I am a Nyx Assassin. And he still had the 4-staff, and I'm actually kind of upset that he has the 4-staff because I think that's probably a waste of money for him.
Nyx had a 4-staff last game?
Nyx had a 4-staff last game. I'm trying to remember why. Maybe it was just to get out of the Skywrath ults. That's probably what it was.
That could be. That was for the Atos.
Right. But if you're going to get these items, have a reason for them. Don't just blindly pick them up, is my philosophy. But I don't know. Enough babble. I mean, yes, I'm a Pos 4 player, so I like analyzing Pos 4 items. I like when the series goes 1-1 though.
Yeah. Good teams. Both good teams. Both good matches.
Yes. A lot of back and forth. Yes, there were some issues with pauses. Roxy, if you're hearing this, no pauses next game. For your mouse issues. Sorry. I did the recap and that came up in the recap in my brain, okay? Yeah, I think both games at one point each team was winning. I guess this game it doesn't say that.
Yeah. I mean, win probability win probability went back to rating at one point. But
yeah, but if you look at game one,
it definitely went back and forth.
Well, that's all I got. What you got?
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. Great teams. Enjoy our high quality content.
Yes, pro content here. I actually, if we can figure it out, I would really like to figure out how to do that screen within screen stuff from a distance. I feel like you can't do that over Discord like we're doing, but you know what? If we can, that'd be cool.
What do you mean?
Instant replays, screen and screen where you can see, 2 lanes at once. Pro Dota matches, you see all 3 lanes at the same time sometimes, right?
Would that be... I feel like one would be like my screen, one would be your screen. So we would have to...
Yeah, I don't know how we can inset those. Well, let's cut this off so we can talk to Vit. I can't hear Vit right now. He's really soft.
All right. This